What up, everybody? So this is what we're gonna have to do. Okay, I thought my audio was down. It didn't fucking matter if my in-game or my on-phone audio, because I have my through the app, whatever. I guess it just records off my mic. Period. So what we have to do is we just gotta leave this. I'm just gonna leave this up, and so just here, and then I'm gonna go over here. And we're going to start the tablets. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be listening to the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. This is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Listen.
Preface to the original, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth.
There we go. Enjoy.
The history of the tablets translated in the following pages is strange and beyond the belief of modern scientists. Their antiquity is stupendous, dating back 36,000 years BC. The writer is Thoth, an Atlantean priest king who founded a colony in ancient Egypt after the sinking of the mother country. He was the builder of the Great Pyramid of Giza, erroneously attributed to Cheops. In it, he incorporated his knowledge of the ancient wisdom and also securely secreted records and instruments of ancient Atlantis. For some 16,000 years, he ruled the ancient race of Egypt from approximately 50,000 BC to 36,000 BC. At that time, the ancient barbarous race among which he and his followers had settled had been raised to a high degree of civilization. Thoth was an immortal, that is, he had conquered death, passing along when he willed, and even then not through death. His vast wisdom made him ruler over the various Atlantean colonies, including the ones in South and Central America. When the time came for him to leave Egypt, he erected the Great Pyramid over the entrance to the great halls of Amenti, placed it in his records, and appointed guards for his secrets from among the highest of his people. In later times, the descendants of these guards became the Pyramid Priests, by which Thoth was deified as the god of wisdom, the recorder, by those in the age of darkness which followed his passing. In legend, the halls of Amenti, becoming the underworld, the halls of the god, where the soul passed after death for judgment. During later ages, the ego of Thoth passed into the bodies of men in the manner described in the tablets. As such, he incarnated 3 times, in his last being known as Hermes, the thrice-born. In this incarnation, he left the writings known to modern occultists as the Emerald Tablets, a later and far lesser exposition of the ancient mysteries. The tablets translated in this work are 10, which are left in the Great Pyramid in the custody of the Pyramid Priests. The 10 are divided into 13 parts for the sake of convenience. The last 2 are so great and so far-reaching in their import that at present it is forbidden to release them to the world at large. However, in those
there's 2 other tablets
which will prove an inestimable value to the serious student.
After the 14.
They should be read not once, but 100 times, for only thus can the true meaning be revealed. A casual reading will give glimpses of beauty, but more intensive study will open the avenues of wisdom to the seeker. But now a word as to how these mighty secrets came to be revealed to modern man after being hidden so long. Some 1,300 years BC, Egypt, the ancient Chem, was in turmoil, and many delegations of priests were sent to other parts of the world. Among these were some of the Pyramid Priests who carried with them the Emerald Tablets as a talisman by which they could exercise authority over the less advanced priestcraft of races descended from other Atlantean colonies. The tablets were understood from legend to give the bearer authority from Thoth. The particular group of priests bearing the tablets emigrated to South America, where they found a flourishing race, the Mayas, who remembered much of the ancient wisdom. Among these, the priests settled and remained. In the 10th century, the Mayas had thoroughly settled the Yucatan, and the tablets were placed beneath the altar of one of the great temples of the sun god. After the conquest of the Mayas by the Spaniards, the cities were abandoned and the treasures of the temple forgotten. It should be understood that the Great Pyramid of Egypt has been and still is a temple of initiation into the mysteries. Jesus, Solomon, Apollonius, and others were initiated there. The writer, who has a connection with the Great White Lodge, which also works through the Pyramid priesthood, was instructed to recover and return to the Great Pyramid the ancient tablets. This, after adventure, which need not be detailed here, was accomplished. Before returning them, he was given permission to translate and retain a copy of the wisdom engraved in the tablets. This was done in 1925, and only now has permission been given for a part to be released. It is expected that many will scoff. Yet the true student will read between the lines and gain wisdom. If the light is in you, the light which is engraved in these tablets will respond. Now a word as to the material aspect of the tablets. They consist of 12 tablets of emerald green, formed from a substance created through alchemical transmutation. They are imperishable, resistant to all elements and substances. In effect, the atomic and cellular structure is fixed, no change ever taking place. In this respect, they violate the material law of ionization. Upon them are engraved characters in the ancient Atlantean language, characters which respond to attuned thought waves, releasing the associated mental vibration in the mind of the reader. The tablets are fastened together with hoops of gold-colored alloy suspended from a rod of the same material. So much for the material appearance. The wisdom contained therein is the foundation of the ancient mysteries, and for the one who reads with open eyes and minds, his wisdom shall be increased 100-fold. Read, believe or not, but read, and the vibration found therein will awaken a response in your soul. In cosmic harmony, Doriel, supreme voice of the Brotherhood. Introduction to the original and interpretation of the Emerald Tablets. In the following pages I will reveal some of the mysteries which as yet have only been touched upon lightly either by myself or other teachers or students of truth. Man's search for understanding of the laws which regulate his life have been unending, yet always just beyond the veil which shields the higher planes from material man's vision, the truth has existed, ready to be assimilated by those who enlarge their vision by turning inward, not outward in their search. In the silence of material senses lies the key to the unveiling of wisdom. He who talks does not know. He who knows does not talk. The highest knowledge is unutterable, for it exists as an entity in lanes which transcend all material words or symbols. All symbols are but keys to doors leading to the truth, and many times the door is not opened because the key seems so great that the things which are beyond it are not visible. If we can understand that all keys, all material symbols are manifestations, are but extensions of a great law and truth, we will begin to develop the vision which will enable us to penetrate beyond the veil. All things in all universes move according to law, and the law which regulates the movement of the planets is no more immutable than the law which regulates the material expressions of man. One of the greatest of all cosmic laws is that which is responsible for the formation of man as a material being. The great aim of the mystery schools of all ages has been to reveal the working of the law which connect man the material man and man the spiritual. The connecting link between the material man and the spiritual man is the intellectual man, for the mind partakes of both the material and immaterial qualities. The aspirant for higher knowledge must develop the intellectual side of his nature, and so strengthen his will that he is able to concentrate all power of his being on and in the plane he desires. The great search for light, life, and love only begins on the material plane. Carried to its ultimate, its final goal is complete oneness with the universal consciousness. The foundation in the material is the first step. Then comes a higher goal of spiritual attainment. In the following pages, I will give an interpretation of the Emerald Tablets and their secret, hidden and esoteric meanings. Concealed in the words of Thoth are many meanings that do not appear on the surface. Light of knowledge brought to bear upon the tablets will open many new fields of thought. Read and be wise, but only if the light of your own consciousness awakens the deep-seated understanding, which is an inherent quality of the soul. In the threefold light, Doriel. End of introduction. Emerald Tablet number 1, The History of Thoth the Atlantean. I, Thoth the Atlantean, Master of Mysteries, Keeper of Records, Mighty King, Magician, living from generation to generation, being about to pass into the halls of Amenti, set down for the guidance of those that are to come after these records of the mighty wisdom of great Atlantis. In the great city of Kior on the island of Undal in the time far past, I began this incarnation. Not as the little men of the present age did, the mighty ones of Atlantis, live and die, but rather from eon to eon did they renew their life in the halls of Amenti, where the river of life flows eternally onward. 100 times 10 have I descended the dark way that led into light, and as many times have I ascended from the darkness into the light, my strength and power renewed. Now for a time I descend, and the men of Chem shall know me no more. But at a time yet unborn will I rise again, mighty and potent, requiring the counting of those left behind me. Then beware, O men of Cam, if ye have falsely betrayed my teaching, for I shall cast ye down from your high estate into the darkness of the caves, whom whence ye came. Betray not my secrets to the men of the north or the men of the south, lest my curse fall upon ye. Remember and heed my words, for surely will I return again and require of thee that which ye guard. Aye, even from beyond time and from beyond death will I return, rewarding or punishing as he requited your trust. Great were my people in the ancient days, great beyond the conception of the little people now around me, knowing the wisdom of old, seeking far within the heart of infinity knowledge that belonged to the earth's young. Wise were we with the wisdom of the children of light who dwelt among us. Strong were we with the power drawn from the eternal fire. And of all of these, greatest among the children of men was my father, Thoth, keeper of the great temple, link between the children of light who dwelt within the temple and the race of men who inhabited the 10 islands. Mouthpiece after the 3 of the dweller, Unal, speaking to the kings with a voice that must be obeyed.
I'm following along. It's hard to do.
Manhood, being taught by my father the elder mysteries, until in time there grew within the fire of wisdom, until it burst into a consuming flame. Not desired I but the attainment of wisdom, until on a great day the command came from the dweller of the temple that I be brought before him. Few there were among the children of men who had looked upon that mighty face and lived. For not as the sons of men are the children of light when they are not incarnate in a physical body. Chosen was I from the sons of men, taught by the dweller, so that his purpose might be fulfilled. Purpose yet unborn in the womb of time. Long ages I dwelt in the temple, learning ever and yet more wisdom, until I too approached the light emanated from the great fire. Taught me he the path to Amenti, the underworld where the great king sits upon his throne of might. Deep I bowed in homage before the lords of life and the lords of death, receiving as my gift the key of life. Free was I of the halls of Amenti, bound not by death to the circle of life. Far to the stars I journeyed until space and time became as naught. Then, having drunk deep of the cup of wisdom, I looked into the hearts of men, and there found I greater mysteries and was glad. For only in the search for truth could my soul be stilled and the flame within be quenched. Down through the ages I lived, seeing those around me taste of the cup of death and return again in the light of life. Gradually from the kingdoms of Atlantis passed waves of consciousness that had been one with me, only to be replaced by the spawn of a lower star. In obedience to the law, the word of the master grew into flower. Downward into darkness turned the thoughts of the Atlanteans, until at last in his wrath arose from his Agwanti, the dweller. This word has no English equivalent. It means a state of detachment. Speaking the word, calling the power, deep in earth's heart, the sons of Amenti heard and hearing, directed the changing of the flower of fire that burns eternally, changing and shifting using the logos, until the great fire changed its direction. Over the world then broke the great waters, drowning and sinking, changing earth's balance until only the temple of light was left standing on the great mountain on Udal, still rising out of the water. Some there were who were living saved from the rush of the fountain. Called to me then the master, saying, Gather ye together my people. Take them by the arts ye have learned to far across the waters, until ye reach a land of the hairy barbarians, dwelling in caves of the desert. Follow there the plan that ye know of. Gathered I then my people, and entered the great ship of the master. Upward we rose into the morning. Dark beneath us lay the temple. Suddenly over it rose the waters, vanished from earth, until the time appointed was the great temple. Fast we fled toward the sun of the morning, until beneath us lay the sand of the children of Cam.
This is the pole shift.
They came with cudgels and spears, lifted in anger, seeking to slay and utterly destroy the sons of Atlantis. Then raised I my staff and directed a ray of vibration, striking them still in their tracks as fragments of stone of the mountains. Then spoke I to them in words calm and peaceful, telling them of the might of Atlantis, saying we were children of the sun and its messengers. Cowed I them by my display of magic signs, until at my feet they groveled when I released them. Long dwelt we in the land of Cam, long and yet long again, until obeying the commands of the Master, who while sleeping yet lives eternally. I sent from me the sons of Atlantis, sent them in many directions, that from the womb of time wisdom might rise again in her children. Long time dwelt I in the land of Chem, doing great works by the wisdom within me. Upward grew into the light of knowledge the children of Chem, watered by the rains of my wisdom. Blasted I then a path to Omlet, so that I might retain my powers, living from age to age, a son of Atlantis, keeping the wisdom, preserving the records. Great grew the sons of Chem, conquering the people around them, growing slowly upwards in soul force. Now for a time I go from among them into the dark halls of Amenti, deep in the halls of the earth, before the lords of the powers, face to face once again with the dweller. Raise thy high over the entrance a doorway, a gateway leading down to Amenti. Few there would be a courage to dare it, few pass the portal to dark Amenti. Raised over the passage I, a mighty pyramid, using the power that overcomes earth force or gravity. Deep and yet deeper placed I a force house of chamber, from it carved I a circular passage, reaching almost to the great summit. There in the apex set I the crystal, sending a ray into the time-space, drawing the form from out of the ether, concentrating upon the gateway of Amenti. Other chambers I built and left vacant to all seeming, yet hidden within them are the keys to Amenti. He who in courage would dare the dark realms, let him be purified first by long fasting. Lie in the sarcophagus of stone in my chamber, then to reveal I to him the great mysteries. Soon shall he follow to where I shall meet him, even in darkness of earth shall I meet him. I, Thoth, Lord of Wisdom, meet him and hold him and dwell with him always. Built I the great pyramid, patterned after the pyramid of the earth forth, burning eternally, so that it too might remain through the ages. In it I built my knowledge of magic science, so that it might be here when again I return from Amenti. I, while I sleep in the halls of Amenti, my soul roaming freely, will incarnate, dwell among men in this form of another, Hermes, thrice born. Emissary on earth am I of the dweller, fulfilling his commands so man might be lifted. Now return I to the halls of Amenti, leaving behind me some of my wisdom. Preserve ye and keep ye the command of the dweller, lift ever upwards your eyes towards the light. Surely in time ye are one with the Master, surely by right ye are one with the Master, surely by right ye are one with the All. Now I depart from ye, know my commandments, keep them and be them, and I will be with you, helping and guiding you into the light. Now before me opens a portal, go I down into the darkness of night.
That's what I read.
Tablet 1.
Halls of Amenti. Here you go, guys. Right here.
Emerald Tablet 10, the key
Oh,
of time.
fuck.
List ye, O man, and take of my wisdom. Learn of the deep hidden
Hold
mysteries
up.
of space. Learn of the thought that grew in the abyss, bringing order and harmony in space. Know ye, O man, that all that exists has been only because of the law. Know ye the law, and ye
Oh,
shall be
fuck.
free. Never be bound by the fetters of night.
Not cool.
Far through strange spaces have I journeyed into the depth of the abyss of time, learning strange and yet stranger mysteries. Emerald Tablet 2, the halls of Amenti. Deep in the earth's heart lie the halls of Amenti. Far beneath the island of sunken Atlantis, halls of the dead and halls of the living, bathed in the fire of the infinite all. Far in the past time,
Lost in
the
space-time,
the children of light look down on the world. See the children of men in their bondage, bound by the force that came from beyond. Knew they that only by freedom from bondage could man ever rise from the earth to the sun. Down they descended and created bodies, taking the semblance of men as their own. The masters of everything said after their forming, we are they who were formed from the space dust, partaking of life from the infinite all, living in the world as children of men, like and yet unlike the children of men. Then for a dwelling place, far neath the earth crust, blasted great spaces they by their power, spaces apart from the children of men. Surrounded them by forces and power, shielded from harm, they the halls of the dead. Side by side then, placed the other spaces, filled them with life and with light from above. Builded they then the halls of Amenti, that they might dwell eternally there, living with life to eternity's end. 32 were there the children, sons of light, who would come among men, seeking to free from the bondage of darkness those who were bound by the force from beyond. Deep in the halls of life grew a flower, flaming, expanding, driving backward the night. Placed in the center, a ray of great potence, light-giving, filling with power all who came near it. Placed they around it thrones, 32, places for each of the children of light. Place that they were bathed in the radiance, filled with the life from the eternal light. There, time after time, placed they first created bodies, so that they might be filled with the spirit of life. 100 years out of each 1,000 must the life-giving light flame forth on these bodies, quickening, awakening the spirit of life. There in the circle from eon to eon sit the great masters, living a life not known among men. There in the halls of life they lie sleeping. Free flows their soul through the bodies of men, time after time, while their bodies lie sleeping, incarnate they in the bodies of men. Teaching and guiding onward and upward, out of the darkness into the light. There in the hall of life, filled with their wisdom, known not to the races of man, living forever neath the cold fire of life, sit the children of light. Times there are when they awaken, come from the depths to be lights among men, infinite they among finite. He who by progress has grown from the darkness, lifted himself from the night into light. Free is he made of the halls of Amenti, free of the flower of light and life. Guided he then by wisdom and knowledge, passes from man to the masters of life. There he may dwell as one with the masters, free from the bonds of the darkness of night. Seated within the flower of radiance sit the 7 lords from the space-time above us, helping and guiding through infinite wisdom, the pathway through time of the children of men. Mighty and strange, they veiled with their power, silent, all-knowing, drawing a life force. Different, yet one of the children of men, I different, and yet one with the children of light. Custodians and watchers of the force of man's bondage, ready to loose when the light has been reached. First and most mighty sits the veiled present, Lord of lords, the infinite 9, over the others from each cosmic cycle, weighing and watching the progress of men. Under he sit the lords of the cycles, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, each with his mission, each with his power, guiding and directing the destiny of man. There sit they, mighty and potent, free of all time and space, not of this world they, yet akin to it, elder brothers they, of the children of light. Judging and weighing, they with their wisdom, watching the progress of light among men. There before them was I led by the dweller, watched him blend with one from above. Then from he came forth a voice saying, Great art thou, Thoth, among children of men. Free henceforth the halls of Amenti, master of light among children of men. Taste not of death except as thou wilt it. Drink thou of life from eternity's end. Henceforth forever is life, thine for the taking. Henceforth is death at the call of thy hand. Dwell here or leave here when thou desireth, free from Amenti to the Son of Man. Take thou up life in what form thou desirest, child of the light that is grown among men. Choose thou thy work, for all souls must labor, never be free from the pathway of light. One step thou hast gained on the long pathway upward, infinite now is the mountain of light. Each step thou taketh but heightens the mountain. All of thy progress but lengthens the goal. Approach ye ever the infinite wisdom, ever before thee recedes the goal. Free are ye made now the halls of Amenti to walk hand in hand with the lords of the world, one in one purpose, working together, bringers of light to the children of men. Then from his throne came one of the masters, taking my hand and leading me onward. Through the halls of the deep hidden land led me he through the halls of Amenti, showing the mysteries that are known and not to men. Through the dark passage downward he led me into the halls where he sits the dark death. Vast as space lay the great hall before me, walled by darkness, but yet filled with light. Before me arose a great throne of darkness, veiled on seat of figure of night. Darker than darkness sat the great figure, darker than darkness not of the night. Before it then paused the Master, speaking the word that brings about life, saying, O Master of darkness, guide the way from life unto life, before thee I bring a sun of the morning. Touch him not ever with the power of night, call not his flame to the darkest of night. Know him and see him, one of our brothers, lifted from darkness into the light. Release thou his flame from its bondage, and free let it flame through the darkness of night. Raised then the hand of the figure, forth came a flame that grew clear and bright. Rolled back swiftly the curtain of darkness, unveiled the hall from the darkness of night. Then grew in the great space before me flame after flame from the veil of the night. Uncounted millions leaped they before me, some flaming forth as flowers of fire. Others there were that shed a dim radiance, glowing but faintly from out of the night. Some there were that faded swiftly, others that grew from a small spark of light, each surrounded by its dim veil of darkness, yet flaming with the light that could never be quenched, coming and going like fireflies in springtime, filled thy the space with light and with life. Then spoke a voice, mighty and solemn, saying, These are lights that are souls among men, growing and fading, existing forever, changing yet living, through death into life. When they have bloomed into flower, reached the zenith of growth in their life, swiftly then send I my veil of darkness, shrouding and changing into forms of life. Steadily upward throughout the ages, growing, expanding into yet greater flame, lighting the darkness in yet greater power, quenched yet unquenched by the veil of the night. So grows the soul of man ever upward, quenched yet unquenched by the darkness of night. I, death, come, and yet I remain not, for life eternal exists in the all, only an obstacle, I, in that pathway, quick to be conquered by the infinite light. Awaken, O flame that burns ever inward, flame forth and conquer the veil of the night. Then in the midst of the flames and the darkness grew there one that drove forth the night, flaming, expanding ever brighter, until at last was nothing but light. Then spoke my guide, the voice of the Master. See your own soul as it grows in the light, free now forever from the Lord of the night. Forward he led me through many great spaces filled with the mysteries of the children of light, mysteries that man may never yet know until he too is the son of the light. Backwards that he led me into the light of the hall of the light. Knelt I then before the great Master, Lord of all from the cycles above. Spoke he then with words of great power, saying, Thou hast been made free of the halls of Amenti. Choose thou thy work among the children of men. Then spoke I, O great Master, let me be the teacher of men, leading them onward and upward until they too are lights among men, freed from the veil of the night that surrounds them, flaming with light that shall shine among men. Spoke to me then the voice, Go as you will, so be it decreed. Masters are ye of your destiny, free to take or reject at will. Take ye the power, take ye the wisdom, shine as a light among the children of men. Upward then, let me the dweller, dwelt I again among the children of men, teaching and showing some of my wisdom, son of the light, the fighter among men. Now again I tread the path downward, seeking the light in the darkness of night. Hold ye and keep ye, preserve my records, guide shall it be the children of men. End of tablet 2.
The next tablet is fucking amazing. The Key of Wisdom. This is the shit.
Emerald tablet 3.
Listen to everything this has to say. I'm not going to say one.
I, Thoth the Atlantean, give of my wisdom, give of my knowledge, give of my power. Freely I give to the children of men. Give that they too might have wisdom to shine from the world, from the veil of the night. Wisdom is power, and power is wisdom, one with each other, perfecting the whole. Be thou not proud, O man, in thy wisdom. Discourse with the ignorant as well as the wise. If one comes to thee full of knowledge, listen and heed, for wisdom is all. Keep thou not silent when evil is spoken, for truth, like the sunlight, shines above all. He who oversteppeth the law shall be punished, for only through law comes the freedom of men. Follow thine heart during thy lifetime. do thou more than is commanded of thee. When thou hast gained riches, follow thine heart, for all these are of no avail if thy heart be weary. Diminish thou not the time of following thy heart, it is the board of the soul. They that are guided go not astray, but they that are lost cannot find a straight path. If thou go among men, make for thyself love, the beginning and end of the heart. If one cometh unto thee for counsel, let him speak freely, that the thing for which he hath come to thee may be done.
If he
If he
hesitates,
hesitates to open his heart to thee, it is because thou, the judge, doeth wrong. Repeat thou not extravagant speech, neither listen thou to it, for it is the utterance of one not in equilibrium. Speak thou not of it, so that he before thee may know wisdom.
silence is of a great profit, abundance of speech profit nothing.
Exalt not thine heart above the children of men, lest it be brought lower than the dust. If thou be great among men, be honored for knowledge and gentleness. If thou seekest to know the nature of a friend, ask not his companion, but pass the time along with him. Debate with him, testing his heart by the words in his bearing. That which goeth into the storehouse must come forth, and the things that are thine must be shared with a friend.
That's sharing.
Knowledge is regarded by the fool as ignorance, and the things that are profitable are to him hurtful. He liveth in death, it is therefore his food. The wise man lets his heart overflow, but keeps silent his mouth. O man, list to the voice of wisdom.
List the voice of light.
Mysteries there are in the cosmos that unveiled fill the world with their light. Let he who would be free from the bonds of darkness first divine the material from the immaterial, the fire from the earth. For know ye that as earth descends to earth, so also fire ascends unto fire and becomes one with fire. He who knows the fire that is within himself shall ascend unto the eternal fire and dwell in it eternally.
Fire,
Fire,
the inner
the inner
fire,
fire, is
the
most
potent of all force.
for it overcometh all things and penetrates to
all
all
things of the earth. That's the fire inside of
Man
us.
supports himself only on that which resists. So earth must resist man, else he exists not. All eyes do not see with the same vision, for to one object appears one form and color, and to a different eye another. So also the infinite fire changes from color to color, is never the same from day to day. Thus speak I, Thoth, of my wisdom, for man is a fire burning bright through the night, never is quenched in the veil of darkness, never is quenched in the veil of the night. Hark ye, O man, and list to this wisdom. Where do name and form cease? In consciousness, invisible, and the infinite force of radiance bright. The forms that ye create by brighting thy vision are truly effects of following thy cause. Man is a star bound to a body, until the end he is strayed through his strife. Only struggle and toiling utmost shall the star within bloom of the life. He who knows the commencement of all things, free as a star from the realms of the night. Remember, O man, that all which exists is only another form of that which exists not.
So
Everything that has been is passing into another being, and that thou thyself art not an exception. Consider the law, for all is law. Seek not that which is not the law, for such exists only illusions of senses. Wisdom cometh to all her children, even as they cometh unto wisdom. All through the ages the light has been hidden. Awake, O man, and be wise. Deep in the mysteries of life have I traveled, seeking and searching with them which is hidden. List, O man, and be wise. Far neath the earth's crust, in the halls of Amenti, mysteries I saw that are hidden from men. Oft have I journeyed the deep hidden passage, looked unto the light that is life among men. There, neath the flowers of life ever living, searched I the hearts and the secrets of men. Found I that man is but living in darkness, light of the great fire is hidden within. Before the lords of hidden Amenti learned I the wisdom I give unto men. Masters are they of the great secret wisdom, brought from the future of infinity's end. 7 are they, the lords of Amenti.
Listen to these names.
Lords, they are the children of morning.
Or you're going to hear them in a minute.
Disciples, masters of wisdom. Formed are they not as the children of men? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are the titles of the masters of men.
The numbers
Far from
are
the
their...
future, formless yet forming, came they as teachers for the children of men. Live they forever, yet not of the living, bow not to life and yet free from death. Rule they forever with infinite wisdom, bound ye not bound to the dark halls of death.
Whoa.
Life they have in them, yet life that is not life.
Whoa.
Free from all are the lords of all. Forth from them come forth the logos, instruments they are powers of all. Vast is their countenance, yet hidden and smallest, formed by a forming, known yet unknown. 3 holds the key of all hidden magic, creator, he of the halls of the dead. Sending forth power, shrouding with darkness, binding the souls of the children of men, sending the darkness, binding the soul force, director of negative of the children of men. 4 is he who looses the power, Lord, he of life to the children of men. Light is his body,
Flame is his countenance,
freer of souls to the children of men.
5 is the Master, Lord of all magic,
key to the word that resounds among men. 6
is the Lord of light,
the hidden pathway, part of the souls of the children of men. 7 is he who is Lord of vastness, master of space and the key of the times. 8 is he who orders the progress, weighs and balances the journey of men.
9 is the Father,
vast he of countenance,
forming and changing out of the formless. Meditate on the symbols
I
and
give
give
thee,
you
keys
keys.
are they, though hidden from men. Reach ever upward, O soul of the morning, turn thy thoughts upward to light and to life, find in the keys and numbers I bring thee, light on the pathway from light
into life.
unto life.
Seek
Seek ye
with
with
my
wisdom, turn thy
thy
thoughts inward, close not thy mind to the flower of light. Place in thy body a thought-formed picture, think of the numbers that led thee to life.
Clear is
Clear
the pathway.
is the pathway to he who has wisdom.
Open the door to the kingdom of light.
Pour forth thy flame as a sun of the morning. Shut out the darkness and live in the day. Take thee, O man, as part of thy being, the 7 who are but not yet as they seem. Open, O man, have I my wisdom. Follow the path and the way I have led. Masters of wisdom,
Son of the morning, light and life of the children of men.
End of tablet 3.
Next one's Spaceborn. This is wild. We got
Emerald tablet
14
4,
tablets.
Spaceborn. List thee, O man, to the voice of wisdom. List to the voice of Thoth the Atlantean. Free I give to thee of my wisdom, gathered from the time and space of this cycle. Master of mysteries,
Son of the morning,
Thoth, the teacher of men,
is all.
Long time ago, I, in my childhood, lay neath the stars of a long buried Atlantis, dreaming of mysteries far above men. Then in my heart grew there a great longing to conquer the pathway that led to the stars. Year after year I sought after wisdom, seeking new knowledge, following the way until at last my soul in great travail broke from its bondage and bounded away. Free was I from the bondage of earthmen. Free from the body, I flashed through the night, unlocked at last for me was the star space. Free was I from the bondage of night. Now to the end of space sought I wisdom, far beyond knowledge of finite man. Far into space, my soul traveled freely in infinity's circle of light. Strange beyond knowledge were some of the planets, great and gigantic beyond dreams of men. Yet found I law, in all its beauty, working through and among them as here among men. Flashed forth my soul through infinity's beauty, far through space I flew with my thoughts. Rested I there on a planet of beauty, strains of harmony filled all the air. Shapes there were moving in order, great and majestic as stars in the night, mounted in harmony, ordered equilibrium, symbols of the cosmic, like unto law. Many the stars I passed in my journey, many the races of men on their worlds, some reaching high as stars of the morning, some falling low into the blackness of night. each and all of them struggling upward, gaining the heights and plunging the depths, moving at times in realms of brightness, living through darkness, gaining the light. Know, O man, that light is thine heritage. Know that darkness is only a veil, sealed in thine heart is brightness eternal, waiting the moment of freedom to conquer, waiting to rend the veil of the night. Some I found who had conquered the ether, free of space where they while yet they were men, using the force that is the foundation of all things, far in space constructed they a planet, drawn by the force that flows through the all, condensing, coalescing the ether into forms that grew as they willed. Outstripping in science they of all the races mighty in wisdom, sons of the stars. Long time I paused, watching their wisdom, saw them create from out of the ether cities gigantic of rose and gold, formed forth from the primal element, base of all matter, the ether far flung. Far in the past they had conquered the ether, freed themselves from the bondage of toil, formed in their mind only a picture and swiftly created grew. Forth then my soul sped throughout the cosmos, seeing ever new things and old, learning that man is truly spaceborn, a son of the sun, a child of the stars. Know ye, O man, whatever form ye inhabit, surely it is one of the stars. Thy bodies are nothing but planets revolving around their central suns. When ye have gained the light of all wisdom, free shall ye be to shine in the ether, one of the suns that lights other darkness, one of the spaceborn grown into light. Just as the stars in time lose their brilliance, light passing from them into the great source, so, O man, thy soul passes onward, leaving beyond the darkness of night. Formed forth ye from the primal ether, filled with the brilliance that flows from the source, bound by the ether coalesced around, yet ever in flames until at last it is free. Lift up your flame from out of the darkness, fly from thy night, and ye shall be free. Travel I through the space-time, knowing my soul at last was set free, knowing that now might I pursue wisdom, until at last I passed to a plane hidden from knowledge, known not to wisdom, extension beyond all that we know. Now, O man, when I had this knowing, happy my soul grew, for now I was free. Listen, ye spaceborn, listen to my wisdom. Know ye not that ye too will be free? List ye again, O man, to my wisdom, that hearing ye too might live and be free. Not of the earth are ye earthy, but children of the infinite cosmic light. Now to ye I give knowledge, freedom to walk in the path I have trod, showing ye truly how by striving I trod the path that leads to the stars. Hark ye, O man, and know of thy bondage. Know how to free thyself from the toils. Out of the darkness shall ye rise upward, one with the light and one with the stars. Follow ye ever the path of wisdom, only by this can ye rise from below. Ever man's destiny leads him onward into the curves of infinity's all. Know ye, O man, that all space is ordered, only by order are ye one with the all. Order and balance are the law of the cosmos, follow and ye shall be one with all. He who would follow the pathway of wisdom, open must be to the flower of life, extending his consciousness out of the darkness, flowing through time and space and the all. Deep in the silence, first ye must linger, until at last ye are free from desire, free from the longing to speak in the silence. Conquer by silence the bondage of words, abstaining from eating until you conquer the desire of food. That is bondage of the soul. Then lie down in the darkness. Close ye your eyes from the rays of light. Center thy soul force in the place of thine consciousness, shaking it free from the bonds of night. Place in thy mind place the image I desireth. Picture the place thou desirest to see. Vibrate back and forth with thy power, loosing thy soul from its night. Fiercely must thou shake with all thy power, till at last thy soul shall be free. Mighty beyond words the flame of the cosmic, hanging in planes unknown to man. Mighty and balanced, moving in order, music of the harmonies, far beyond man. Speaking with music, singing with color, flame from the beginning of eternity's all. Spark of the flame art thou, O my children, burning with color from the light of music. Listen to the voice, and thou shalt be free. Consciousness free is fused with the cosmos, one with the order and law of the all. Know ye not, man, that out of the darkness light shall flame forth, the symbol of all? Pray ye this prayer for attaining wisdom. Pray for the coming of
This
light
is
to the
fucking
all.
dope. Watch, listen to
Mighty
this.
spirit of light that shines through the cosmos, draw my flame
closer in harmony to thee.
Lift up my fire from out of the darkness, magnet of fire that one with the all. Lift up my soul, thou mighty and potent, child of the light, turn not away.
Draw me in power to melt my furnace, one with all things and all things in one, fire and life strain, one with the brain.
When ye have freed thy soul from its bondage, know that ye the darkness is gone. Ever through space ye may seek wisdom, bound not by fetters forged in flesh. Onward and upward in the morning, free flash, O soul, to the realms of light. Move thou in order, move thou in harmony, freely shall move the children of light. Seek ye and know thee, my key of wisdom. Thus, O man, ye shall surely be free. End of Tablet 4.
That was a prayer to one of the gods.
Emerald Tablet 5, the Dweller of Unal. Oft dream I have buried Atlantis, lost in the ages that have passed into night. Eon and eon thou existed in beauty, shining through the darkness of night. Mighty in power, ruling the earthborn, Lord of the earth in Atlantis day, King of the nations, master of wisdom, light through some tall, keeper of the way, dwelt in his temple, the master of Unal, light of the earth of Atlantis day. Master he, from a cycle beyond us, living in bodies one among men. Not as the earthborn, he from beyond us, son of a cycle, advanced beyond man. Know ye, O man, that Horlet, the master, was never one with the children of men. Far in the past time, when Atlantis first grew as a power, appeared there one with the key of wisdom, showing the way of light to all. Showing he to all men the path of attainment, way of the light that flows among men. Mastering darkness, leading the soul man, upward to heights that were one with the light. Divided the kingdoms, he into sections. 10 were they, ruled by children of men. Upon another built he a temple, built but not by the children of men. Out of the ether called he its substance, molded and formed by the power of Thoth into the forms he built with his mind. Mile upon mile it covered the island, space upon space it grew in its mind.
Black, yet not black, but dark like the space-time.
Deep in its heart
the essence of light. Swiftly the temple grew and being molded and shaped by the word of the dweller, called from the formless into a form.
Builded he then within it
great chambers, filled them with forms
called forth from the ether, filled them with wisdom called forth by his mind. Formless was he within his temple, yet was he formed in the image of man. Dwelling among them, yet not of them. Strange and far different was he from the children of men. Chose he then from among the people 3 who became his gateway. Choose he the 3 from the highest to become his links with Atlantis, messengers they who carried his counsel to the kings of the children of men. Brought he forth others and taught them wisdom, teachers they to the children of men, placed he them on the island of Undal to stand as teachers of light to men. Each of those who were thus chosen, taught must be he for years 5 and 10. Only thus could he have understanding being light to the children of men. Thus there came into being the temple, a dwelling place for the master of man. I, Thoth, have ever sought wisdom,
searching in darkness, searching the light. Long in my youth I've traveled the pathway, seeking ever knowledge to gain.
Until after much striving, one of the 3 to me brought the light. Brought he to me the commands of the dweller,
called me from darkness into the light,
brought he me before the dweller,
deep in the temple of the great fire.
There
On the great throne beheld
I
the dweller,
clothed with the light and
flashing of fire.
Down I knelt before the great wisdom, feeling the light flowing through me in waves. Heard I then the voice of the dweller, O darkness, come into the light. Long have ye sought the pathway to the light. Each soul on earth that looses its fetters shall soon be made free from the bondage of the night. Forth from the darkness have ye arisen, closer approach to the light of your goal. Here ye shall dwell as one of my children, keeper of records gathered by wisdom, instrument thou of the life from beyond. Ready be thou made to do what is needed, perseverer of wisdom, though the ages of darkness that shall come fast unto the children of men. Live thee here and drink of all wisdom, secrets and mysteries unto thee shall unveil. Then answered I, the master of cycles, saying, O light that descended to men, give thou to me of thy wisdom that I might be a teacher of men. Give thou of thy light that I may be free. Spoke then to me again the master, age after age shall ye live through your wisdom. I, when o'er Atlantis the ocean waves roll, holding the light though hidden in darkness, ready to come whene'er thou shalt call. Go thee now and learn greater wisdom, grow thou through light to infinity's all. Long then dwelt I in the temple of the dweller, till at last I was one with the light. Followed I then the path to the star plains, followed I then the pathway to light. Deeper into earth's heart I followed the pathway, learning the secrets below and above, learning the pathways to the halls of humanity, learning the law that balances the world. To earth's hidden chambers pierced I by my wisdom, deep through the earth's crust into the pathways, hidden for ages from the children of men. Unveiled before me evermore wisdom, until I reached a new knowledge. Found that all is part of all, great and greater than all that we know. Searched I infinity's heart through the ages, deep yet and deeper mysteries I found. Now as I look back through the ages, know I that wisdom and boundless ever grown greater throughout the ages, one with infinities greater than all. Light there was in ancient Atlantis, yes, darkness too was hidden in all. Fell from the light into the darkness, some who had risen to heights among men. Proud they became because of their knowledge, proud were they at their place among men. Deep delved they into the forbidden, opened the gateway that led to below, sought they the gain, ever more knowledge, but seeking to bring it up from below.
It's a lot of tongue-tied words.
Must have balance, else he is bound by lack of our light. Open they then by the knowledge pathway forbidden to man. But in his temple, all-seeing the dweller lay in his aguanti, which through Atlantis his soul roamed free. Saw he the Atlanteans by their magic opening the gateway that would bring to earth a great woe. Fast fled his soul then back to his body, up he arose from his aguanti. Called he the three messengers, gave the commands that shattered the world. Deep neath earth's crust to the halls of humanity, swift descended the dweller. Called he then on the powers of the seven lords wielded, changed the earth's balance, down sank Atlantis beneath the dark waves. Shattered the gateway that had been opened, shattered the doorway that led down below. All of the islands were shattered except Unal, and part of the island of the sons of the dweller. Preserved he them to be the teachers of lights on the path for those to come after, lights for the lesser children of men. Called he, then I, Thoth, before him, gave me commands how I should do, saying, Take thou, O Thoth, all of your wisdom, take all your records, all of your magic. Go thou forth preserving the records, till in time light grows among men. Light shall thou be all through the ages, hidden and found by enlightened men. Over all earth give we ye power, free thou to give it or take it away. Gather now, thou the sons of Atlantis, take them and flee from the people of the rock caves, fly to the land of the children of Chem.
That's Egypt.
Then gathered I, the sons of Atlantis. Into the spaceship I brought all my records, brought the records of sunken Atlantis. Gathered all of my powers, instruments of my magic. Until then we rose on wings of the morning. High we rose above the temples, leaving behind the three and the dweller, deep in the halls beneath the temple. Down, neath the waves, sank the great temple, closing the pathway to the lords of the cycles. Yet ever to him who is knowing, open shall be the path to Amenti. Fast fled we then on the wings of the morning, fled to the land of the children of Chem. There by my power I conquered and ruled them, raised I to life the children of Chem. Deep beneath the rocks I buried my spaceship, waiting in time when man might be free. Over the spaceships erected a marker in the form of a lion, yet like unto man.
Here's the Sphinx.
There, neath the image rests yet my spaceship, forth to be brought forth when need shall arise. Know ye, O man, that far in the future invaders shall come on the deep, and awaken ye who have wisdom, bring forth my ship and conquer with ease. Deep beneath the image lies my secret, search and find in the pyramid I built. Each to the other is the keystone, each of the gateway that leads to life. Follow the key I leave behind me. Seek, and the doorway to life shall be thine. Seek thou in my
pyramid, deep in the passage that ends in a wall. Use the key of 7, and open that pathway will fall. Now unto thee I have given my wisdom. Now unto thee I have given my way. Follow the pathway, solve my secrets, until thee have shown the way. This is right here, tells you how to get the fuck in Amenti. Underneath the Sphinx. The fucking cities underneath the Sphinx.
Emerald
in Egypt.
6, the key of magic.
You're about to hear more shit.
Hark ye, O man, to the wisdom of magic. Hark to the knowledge of powers forgotten. Long, long ago, in the days of the first man, warfare began between darkness and light. Men, then as now, were filled with both darkness and light, and while in some darkness held sway, in others light filled the soul. Aye, age-old is this warfare, the eternal struggle between darkness and light, fiercely as it fought all through the ages, using strange powers hidden to man. Adepts have there been filled with the blackness, struggling always against the light, but others there who, filled with brightness, have ever conquered the darkness of night. Where'er ye may be in all ages and planes, surely ye all know of the battles with night. Long ages ago, the sons of the morning, descending, found the world filled with night. There in that past time became the struggle, an age of the battle of darkness and light. Many in that time were so filled with darkness that only feebly flamed the light from the night. Some there were masters of darkness, who sought to fill all with their darkness, sought to draw others into the night. Fiercely withstood they, the masters of brightness, fiercely fought they from the darkness of night. Sought they ever to tighten the fetters, the chains that bind man to the darkness of night. Used they always the dark magic, brought into man by the powers of darkness, magic that enshrouded man's soul with darkness. Banded together in an order, brothers of darkness, they through the ages, antagonists, they to the children of men, walked they always secret and hidden, found yet not found by the children of men. Forever they walked and worked in darkness, hiding from the light in the darkness of night, silently, secretly using their power, enslaving and binding the souls of men. Unseen they come and unseen they go. Man in his ignorance calls them from below. Dark is the way the dark brothers travel, dark with the darkness not of the night. Traveling over earth they walk through men's dreams. Power have they gained from the darkness around them to call other dwellers from out of their plane in ways that are dark and unseen by men. Into man's mind space reach the dark brothers. Around it they close the veil of their night. There, through its lifetime, that soul dwells in bondage, bound by the fetters of the veil of the night. Mighty are they in the forbidden knowledge, forbidden because it is one with the night. Hark ye, O man, and list to my warning. Be ye free from the bondage of night. Surrender not your soul to the brothers of darkness. Keep thy face ever turned toward the light. Know ye not, O man, that your sorrow only has come through the veil of the night? I, man, heed ye my warning. Strive ever upward. Turn your soul toward the light. For well know that those who have travelled so far towards the sun on their pathway of light have great and yet greater power to bind with darkness the children of light. List ye, O man, to he who comes to you, but weigh in the balance if his words be of light. For many there are who walk in dark brightness, and yet are not the children of light. Easy it is to follow their pathway, easy to follow the path that they lead. But yes, O man, heed ye my warning. Light comes only to him who strives. Hard is the pathway that leads to the wisdom. Hard is the pathway that leads to the light. Many shall ye find, the stones in your pathway, many the mountains to climb toward the light. Yet know ye, O man, to him that overcometh, free will he be of the pathway of light. Follow ye not the dark brothers ever. Always be ye a child of light. For know ye, O man, in the end, light must conquer, and darkness and night be banished from light. Listen, O man, and heed ye this wisdom, even as darkness, so is the light. When darkness is banished and all veils are rendered, out there shall flash from the darkness the light. Even as exist among men the dark brothers, so there exist the brothers of light. Antagonists they of the brothers of darkness, seeking to free men from the night. Powers have they, might and potent, knowing the law the planets obey. Work they ever in harmony and order, freeing the man's soul from its bondage of night. Secret and hidden walk they also, known not are they to the children of men. Yet know that ever the walk with thee, showing the way to the children of men. Ever have they fought the dark brothers, conquered and conquering time without end, yet always light shall in the end be master, driving away the darkness of night. I, man, know ye this knowing, always beside thee walk the children of light. Masters they of thy sun power, never unseen, yet the guardians of men. Open to all is their pathway, open to he who will walk in the light. Free are they of dark Amenti, free of the halls where life reigns supreme. Sons are they and lords of the morning, children of light to shine among men. Like men are they and yet unlike. Never divided were they in the past, one have they been in oneness eternal. Throughout all space since the beginning of time, up did they come in oneness with the All-One, up from the first space, formed and unformed. Given to man have thy secrets that shall guard and protect him from all harm, he who would travel the path of a master. Free must he be from the bondage of night. Conquer must he the formless and shapeless, conquer must he the phantom of fear. Knowing must he gain of all the secrets, travel the pathway that leads through the darkness, yet ever before him keep the light of his goal. Obstacle great shall he meet in a pathway, yet press on to the light of the sun. Hear ye, O man, the sun is the symbol of the light that shines at the end of the road. Now to thee give I the secret, how to meet the dark power, meet and conquer the fear from the night. Only by knowing can ye conquer, only by knowing can ye have light. Now I give unto thee the knowledge, known to the masters, the knowing that conquers all the dark force. Use this, the wisdom I give thee. Masters thou shalt be of the brothers of night. When unto thee there comes a feeling, drawing thee near to the dark gate, examining thy heart, and find if the feeling thou hast come from within. If thou shalt find the darkness, thine own thoughts, banish them forth from place in thy mind. Send through the body a wave of vibration, irregular first and regular second, repeating time after time until free. Start the wave force in thy brain center, direct it in waves from thine head to thy foot. But if thou findest thine heart is not darkened, be sure that a force is directed to thee. Only by knowing can thou overcome it. Only by wisdom can thou hope to be free. Knowledge brings wisdom, and wisdom is power. Attain, and ye shall have power over all. Seek ye first a place bound with darkness. Place ye a circle around about thee. Stand erect in the midst of the circle. Use thou this formula, and thou shalt be free. Raise thou thine hands to the dark space above thee. Close thine eyes and draw in the light. Call to the spirit of light through the space-time, using these words, and thou shalt be free. Fill thou my body with the spirit of light. Come from the flower that shines through the darkness. Come from the halls where the seven lords rule. Name them by name. I the seven. 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. By their names I call them to aid me. Free me and have me from the darkness of night. Untanis, Quirtus, Chito, Guyana, Herto, Simveta, Ardo. By their names I implore thee, free me from darkness and fill me with light. Know ye, O man, that when ye have done this, you shall be free from the fetters of bondage. Cast off the bondage of the brothers of night. See ye not that the names have the power to free vibration of the fetters that bind? Use them at need to free from thy brother, so that he too may come forth from the night. Thou, O man, art thy brother's helper. Let him not lie in the bondage of night. Now unto thee give I my magic. Take it and dwell in the pathway of light. Light unto thee, life unto thee. Sun, may thou be on the cycle above. End of tablet 6.
Pretty epic.
Emerald tablet 7. The 7 Lords. Hark ye, O man, and list to my voice. Open thy mind space and drink of my wisdom. Dark is the pathway of life that ye travel, many the pitfalls that lie in thy way. Seek ye ever to gain greater wisdom. Attain, and it shall be light on thy way. Open thy soul, O man, to the cosmic, and let it flow in as one with thy soul. Light is eternal, and darkness is fleeting. Seek ye ever, O man, for the light. Know ye that ever as light fills thy being, darkness for thee shall soon disappear. Open thy soul to the brothers of brightness. Let them enter and fill thee with light. Lift up thine eyes to the light of the cosmos. Keep thou ever thy face to the goal. Only by gaining the light of all wisdom art thou one with the infinite goal. Seek ye ever the oneness eternal. Seek ye ever the light of the goal. Light is infinite, and light is finite, separated only by darkness of man. Seek ye to rend the veil of the darkness, bring thou together the light into one. Hear ye, O man, list to my voice, singing the song of light and of life. Throughout all space, light is prevalent, encompassing all with its banner of flame. Seek ye forever in the veil of the darkness, somewhere ye shall surely find light. Hidden and buried, lost to man's knowledge, deep in the finite the infinite exists. Lost but existing, flowing through all things, living in all is the infinite brain. In all space there is only one wisdom. Though seeming divided, it is one in the one. All that exists comes forth from the light, and the light comes forth from the all. Everything created is based upon order. Law rules the space where the infinite dwells. Forth from equilibrium came the great cycles, moving in harmony toward infinity's end. Know ye, O man, that far in the space-time, infinity itself shall pass into change. Hear ye and list to the voice of wisdom. Know that all is of all evermore. Know that through time, that thou may pursue wisdom and find evermore light on the way. I thou shalt find that ever receding, thy goal shall elude thee from day unto day. Long time ago in the halls of Amenti, I, Thoth, stood before the lords of the cycles, mighty they in their aspects of power, mighty they in the wisdom unveiled. Led by the dweller, first did I see them, but afterwards free was I of their presence, free to enter their conclaves at will. Oft did I journey down the dark pathway, unto the hall where the light flows. Learned I of the masters of cycles, wisdom brought from the cycles above us, knowledge brought from infinity's all. Many the questions I asked to the lords of the cycles, great was the wisdom they gave unto me. Now unto thee I give this wisdom, and drawn from the flame of infinity's fire. Deep in the dark halls sits the 7 units of consciousness from cycles above. Manifest they in this cycle as guide of man to the knowledge of all. 7 are they, mighty in power. Speaking these words through me to man, time after time stood I before them, listening to words that came not with sound. Once said they unto me, O man, wouldst thou gain wisdom? Seek for it in the heart of the flame. Wouldst thou gain knowledge of power? Seek ye in the heart of the flame. Wouldst be one with the heart of the flame? Seek then within thy own hidden flame. Many the times spoke they to me, teaching me wisdom not of the world, showing me ever new paths to brightness, teaching me wisdom brought from above, giving knowledge of operation, learning of law, the order of all. Spoke to me again the 7, saying, From far beyond time we come, O man, traveled we from beyond the space-time, I from the place of infinity's end. When we and all of thy brethren were formless, formed forth were we from the order of all. Not as men are we, though once we too were as men. Out of the great void were we formed forth in order and by law. For know ye, that which is formed truly is formless, having form only to thine eyes. And again unto me spoke the seventh, saying, Child of the light, O Thoth, art thou free to travel the bright path upward until at last all ones become one. Forth were we formed after our order, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Know ye that these are the number of cycles that we descend from unto man, each having here a duty to fulfill, each having here a force to control. Yet are we one with the soul of the cycle. Yet are we two seeking a goal. Far beyond man's conception, infinity extends into the greater than all. There in a time that is yet not a time, we shall all become one with the greater than all. Time and space are moving in circles. Know ye their law, and ye too shall be free. I free shall ye be to move through the cycles, past the guardians that dwell at the door. Then to me spoke he of 9, saying, Eons and eons have I existed, knowing not life and tasting not death. For know ye, O man, that far in the future life and death shall be one with thee all. Each so perfected by balancing the other that neither exists in the oneness of all. In men of other cycle, the life force is rampant, but life in its growth becomes one with the all. Here I manifest in this your cycle, but yet am I there in your future of time. Yet to me time exists not, for in my world time exists not, for formless are we. Life have we not, but yet have existence, fuller and greater and freer than thee. Man is a flame bound to a mountain, but we in our cycle shall ever be free. Know ye, O man, that when ye have progressed into the cycles at length and above, life itself will pass to the darkness, and only the essence of soul shall remain. Then to me spoke the Lord of 8, saying, All that we know is but part of little. Not as yet have ye touched on the great. Far out in space, where light reigned supreme, came I into the light. Formed was I also, but not as ye are. Body of light was my formless form formed. Know I not life, and know I not death. Yet master am I of all that exists. Seek ye to find a path through the barriers. Travel the road that leads to the light. Spoke again to me the 9, saying, Seek ye to find the path to beyond. Not impossible is it to grow to a conscious above, for when two have become one, and one has become the all, know ye the barrier is lifted, and ye have made free of the road. Grow thou from form to the formless, free may thou be of the road. Thus through ages I listened, learning the way to the all. Now lift I my thought to the all thing, list ye and hear when it calls. O light all-pervading, one with all and all with one, flow thou to me through the channel, enter thou so that I may be free. Make me one with the all soul, shining from the blackness of night, free let me be all space-time, free from the veil of the night. I, a child of the light, command, free from the darkness to be. Formless am I to the light soul, formless yet shining with light. Know I the bonds of the darkness must shatter and fall before light. Now give I this wisdom, free may ye be, O man, living in light and in brightness. Turn not thy face from the light, thy soul dwells in realms of brightness, ye are a child of the light. Turn thy thoughts inward, not outward. Find thou the light soul within, know that thou art the master. All else is brought from within, grow thou to realms of brightness. Hold thou thy thought in the light, know thou art one with the cosmos, a flame and a child of the light. Now to thee I give my warning, let not thy thought turn away, know that the brightness flows through thy body for I. Turn not to the dark brightness that comes from the brothers of black, but keep thine eyes ever lifted, thy soul in tune with the light. Take ye this wisdom and heed it, voice my voice and obey, follow the pathway of darkness, and thou shalt be one with the way. End of tablet 7.
Nice, good job. Nice. Exams? This is the only exam you really need. I'm just doing this.
Tablet 8.
This is my
the key
reading.
Of mysteries. Unto thee, O man, have I given my knowledge. Unto thee have I given of light. Hear ye now and receive my wisdom brought from space planes above and beyond. Not as man am I, for free have I become of dimensions and planes. In each take on a new body. In each I change in my form. Now I know that the formless is all there is a form. Great is the wisdom of the seven. Mighty are they from beyond. Manifest they through their power, filled by force from beyond. Hear ye these words of wisdom. Hear ye and make them thy own. Find in them the formless. Find ye the key to beyond. Mystery is but hidden knowledge. Know, and ye shall unveil. Find the deep buried wisdom, and be master of darkness and light. Deep are the mysteries around thee, hidden the secrets of old. Search through the keys of my wisdom. Surely shall ye find the way. The gateway to power is secret, but he who attains shall receive. Look to the light, O my brother. Open, and ye shall receive.
Press through the valley of darkness, overcome the dweller of the night.
Keep ever thy eyes to the light plane, and thou shalt be one with the light.
Man is in process of changing the forms that are not of this world. Grows he in time of the formless, a plane of the cycle above.
Know ye, ye must become formless before ye know the light. List ye, O man, to my voice, telling of the pathways to light, showing the way of attainment, which ye shall be one with the light. Search ye the mysteries of earth's heart, learn of the law that exists, holding the stars in their bounds by the force of the primordial mist. Seek ye the flame of the earth's life. Bathe in the glare of its flame. Follow the three-cornered pathway till thou too art aflame. Speak thou in words without voice to those who dwell down below. Enter the blue-lit temple and bathe in the fire of all life.
Blue-lit temple.
Know, O man, thou art complex, a being of earth and of fire. Let
Blue.
thy flame shine out brightly, and be thou only the fire. Wisdom is hidden in darkness. When lit by the flame of the soul, find thou the wisdom and be light born, a sun with light without form. Seek thee evermore wisdom. Find it in the heart of the flame. Know that only by striving can light pour into thy brain. Now have I spoken with wisdom.
Listen to my voice and obey. Tear open the veils of darkness. Shine a light on the way. Speak of the ancient Atlantis. Speak of the kingdom of shadows. Speak of the coming of the kingdom of shadows.
Out of the
Great deep, they were called by the wisdom of earthmen, called for the purpose of gaining great power.
Far in the past, before Atlantis existed, men there were who delved
in darkness,
using
dark magic, calling up things from the great deep below us.
Forth came they into the cycle. Formless were they under the vibration, existing unseen by the children of men. Only through blood could they have formed being. Only through man could they live in the world. In ages past were they conquered by the masters, driven below to the place whence they came. But some there were who remained, hidden in spaces and planes unknown to man. Lived they in Atlantis in the shadows, but at times they appeared among men. Aye, when the blood was offered, forth came they to dwell among men. In the form of man they amongst us, but only to sight where they are as men. Serpent-headed when the clamor was lifted, but appearing to men as men among men. Crept they in the councils, taking forms that were like unto men. Slain by their arts the chiefs of the kingdoms, taking their form and ruling over men. Only by magic could they be discovered, only by sound could their faces be seen. Sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy man and to rule in his place.
Only by sound they can be
But
seen.
know ye, the masters were mighty in magic, able to lift the veil
That's
from the face
deep
of the
fucking
serpent,
shit.
able to send him back to his place. Came they to man and taught him the secret, the word that only a man can pronounce. Swift then they lifted the veil from the serpent and cast him forth from place among men. Yet beware, the serpent still liveth in a place that is open at times to the world. Unseen they walk among thee in places where the rites have been said. Again as time passes onward, shall they take
the semblance of men. So they're on this earth.
Called may they be by the masters, who knows the white of the black, but only the white master may control and bind them while in the flesh. Seek not the kingdom of shadows, for evil will surely appear, for only the master of brightness shall conquer the shadow of fear. Know ye, O brother, that fear is an obstacle great. Be master of all in the brightness, the shadow will soon disappear. Hear ye and heed my wisdom. The voice of light is clear. Seek not the valley of shadow, and light only will appear. List ye, O man, to the depth of my wisdom. Speak, I have knowledge hidden from man. Far have I been on my journey through space-time, even to the end of the space of the cycle. Found I there the great barrier, holding man from leaving the cycle. I glimpsed the hounds of the barrier, lying in wait for he who would pass them. In that
Fuck.
Faintly I sense the guardians of cycles. Move they on through angles, free and they are not of the curved dimensions. Strange and terrible are the hounds of the barrier. Follow thy consciousness to the limits of space. Think not to escape by entering your body, for follow they fast the soul through angels. Only the circle will give you protection, safe from the claws of the dweller in angels. Once in a time past, I approached the great barrier, and saw on the shores where time exists not, the formless forms of the hounds of the barrier. I, hiding in the mist behind time, I found them. And they, scenting me far off, raised themselves and gave a great bell cry that could be heard from cycle to cycle, and moved through space toward my soul. Fled I then fast before them, back from time's unthinkable end. But ever after me pursued they, moving in strange angles not known to man. I on the grey shore of time-space end found I the hounds of the barrier, ravening for the soul who attempts beyond. Fled I through circles back to my body, fled and fast after me they followed. I after me the devourers followed, seeking through angles to devour my soul. I, know ye, man, the soul who dares the barriers may be held in bondage by the hounds of beyond time, held till the cycle is all completed, and left behind when the consciousness leaves. Entered I my body, created the circles that know not angles, created the form that from my form was formed, made my body into a circle, and lost the pursuers in the circles of time. But even yet, when free from my body, cautious ever must I be not to move through angles, else my soul might never be free. Know ye, the hounds of the barriers move only through angles and never through curves of space. Only by moving through curves can ye escape them, for in angles they will pursue thee. O man, heed ye my warning, seek not to break open the gate to beyond. Few there who have succeeded in passing the barrier to the great light that shines beyond. For know ye, even the dwellers seek such souls to hold in their thrall. Listen, O man, and heed ye my warning. Seek ye not to angles but curves. And if while free from the body thou hearest thy sound like a bay of hound, ringing clear and bell-like through thy being, flee back to the body through circles. Penetrate not the mist before. When thou hast entered the form thou hast dwelt in, use thou the cross and the circle combined. Open thy mouth, and use thou thy voice. Utter the word, and thou shalt be free. Only the one of the light has the fullest, can hope to pass by the guards of the way. And then must he move through strange curves and angles that are formed in direction not known to man. List ye, O man, and heed ye my warning. Attempt not to pass the guards in the way. Rather should ye seek to gain of thy own light, and make thyself ready to pass on the way.
Light is thine ultimate end, O brother.
Seek and find ever the light on the way. End of Tablet 8.
That shit is deep as fuck. I'll go through every chapter on this.
Emerald Tablet 9. The Key of Freedom of Space. List ye, O man, hear ye my voice. Teaching wisdom and light in this cycle. Teaching ye how to banish the darkness. Teaching ye how to bring light in thy life. Seek ye, O man, to find the great pathway that leads to eternal life. As a sun, draw ye away from the veil of the darkness. Seek to become a light in the world. Make of thyself a vessel for light, a focus for the sun of the space. Lift thine eyes to the cosmos. Lift thine eyes to the light. Speak in the words of the dweller, the chant that calls down the light. Sing thou the song of freedom. Sing thou the song of the soul. Create the high vibration that will make thee one with the whole. Blend all thyself with the cosmos. Grow into one with the light. Be thou a channel of order, a pathway of law to the world. Thy light, O man, is the great light, shining through the shadow of flesh. Free must thou rise from the darkness before thou art one with the light.
Shadows of darkness surround thee.
Life fills thee with its flow. But know, O man, thou must arise and forth from thy body, go far to the plains that surround thee, and yet are one with thee too. Look all around thee, O man, see in thy own light reflected. Aye, even in darkness around thee, thy own light pours forth through the veil. Seek thou for wisdom always. Let not thy body betray. Keep in the path of the light wave. Shun thou the darkened way. Know thee that wisdom is lasting, existing since thee also began, creating harmony from chaos by the laws that exist in the way. List ye, O man, to the teaching of wisdom. List to the voice that speaks of the past time. I shall tell thee knowledge forgotten. Tell ye of wisdom hidden in past time, lost in the mist of darkness around me.
Know ye, O
Ye
men,
man, ye are the ultimate of all things. Only the knowledge of this is forgotten, lost when man was cast into bondage, bound and fettered by the chains of darkness. Long ago I cast off my body, wandered free through the vastness of ether, circle the angles that hold man in bondage. Know ye, O man, ye are only a spirit. The body is nothing, the soul is all. Let not your body be a fetter.
Cast off the darkness and travel in the light.
Cast off your body, O man, and be free, truly a light that is one with the light. When ye are free from the fetters of darkness and travel in space as a son of the light, then ye shall know that space is not boundless, but truly bound by angles and curves. Know ye, O man, that all that exists is only an aspect of greater things yet to come. Matter is fluid and flows like a stream, constantly changing from one thing to another. All through the ages has knowledge existed, never been changed, though buried in darkness, never been lost, though forgotten by man. Know ye that throughout the space that ye dwell in, all others are as great as our own, interlaced to the heart of your matter, yet separate in space of their own. Once in a time long forgotten, I, Thoth, opened the doorway, penetrated to other spaces and learned their secrets concealed, deep in the essence of matter and many mysteries concealed. 9 are the interlocked dimensions, and 9 are the cycles of space. 9 are the diffusions of consciousness, and 9 are the worlds within worlds. 9 are the lords of the cycles, come from above and below. Space is filled with concealed ones, for space is divided by time. Seek ye the key to the time-space, and ye shall unlock the gate. Know ye that throughout the time-space consciousness surely exists, though from our knowledge it is hidden, yet still it forever exists. The key to worlds within thee are found only within, for man is the gateway of mystery and the key that is one within one.
One within one. That shit's
Seek ye
dope.
within the circle, use the word I shall give. Open the gateway within thee, and sure you too shall live.
Man, you think that you liveth,
but know it is life within death, for assures you are bound to your body, for you know life exists. Only the soul is space-free, has life that is life. All else is only bondage and fettered should be free.
Think not that man is earthborn, though come from the earth he may be. Man is a light-born spirit, but yet not knowing, he can never be free. Darkness is the fetters of soul. Only the one who's speaking can so be free. Shadows around thee are falling, darkness fills all the spaces. Shine forth, O light of man's soul, fill the darkness of space. You are the sun of great light. Remember, and ye shall be free. Stay not thou in the shadows, bring forth from the darkness of night. Light, let thy soul be. O sun-born, filled with the glory of light, freed from the bonds of darkness, and the soul that is one with the light. Thou art the key of all wisdom. Within thee is all time and space. Live not in bondage to darkness. Free thou thy light from night. Great light that fills all the cosmos, flow fully to man. Make his body a light torch that shall never be quenched among men. Long in the past sought I wisdom. I love that.
Knowledge not known to man. Far to the past I traveled into the space where time began. Sought I ever new knowledge to add to the wisdom I know. Yet only I found did the future hold the key to the wisdom I sought.
I love
Down
that
to
part
the halls
too.
of Amenti I journeyed the greater knowledge to seek. asked of the lords of the cycles the way to my sod. Ask the lords this question: where is the source of all? Answered in tones that were mighty, the voice of the Lord of the Nine: free thou thy soul from the body, and come forth with me to the light. Forth I came from my body in glittering flame in the night. Stood I before the
lords, bathed in the fire of life. Seized was I by a force great beyond knowledge of man. Cast was I to the abyss, through space unknown to man.
Saw I molding of order from the chaos and angles of night. Saw I the light spring from order, and heard the voice of the light. Saw I
the flame of the abyss, casting forth the order and light.
Saw order spring out of
chaos, saw life
giving forth life. Then
Heard I the voice, hear thou and understand. The flame is the source of all things, containing all things potentiality. The order that sent forth light is the word, of the word is life, is an existence of all.
And again spoke the voice, saying, the life in thee is the word. Find thou the life within thee, and have powers to use the word. Long I watched the light flame pouring forth from the essence of fire, realizing life is but order, and that man is one of the fire. Back I came to my body, stood again with the nine, listened to the voice of the cycles, vibrate with powers they spoke. Know ye, O Thoth, that life is but the word of the fire. The life force ye seek before thee is but the word in the world of the fire. Seek ye the path to the word, and power shall surely be thine. Then asked I of the nine, O Lord, show me the path. Give me the path to the wisdom. Show me the way to the word. Answered me then the Lord of the Nine: through order you shall find the way. Saw ye not that the word came from chaos? Saw ye not that light came from
fire?
Look in thy life for disorder, balance and order thy life. Quell all the chaos and emotions, and thou shalt have order in life. Order brought forth from chaos will bring thee the word of the source, will give thee the power of cycles, and make of thy soul a force that free will extend through the ages, a perfected son from the source.
Perfected son from the source.
Listened I to the voice, deep sank the words into my heart. Forever have I sought for order, that I might draw on the word. Know ye that he who attains it must ever order be.
For the use of the word to disorder can never be. Take these words, O man,
and part of thy life, let them be. Seek ye to conquer disorder, and one with the word thou shalt be. Put forth thy effort in gaining light on the pathway of light. Seek to be one with the sun state. Seek to be solely the light. Hold thou thy thought of the oneness of light with the body of man. Know all the order from chaos is born into light. End of Tablet 9.
Shit gets deeper. Here's the key of time.
Emerald Tablet 10, the key of time. List ye, O man, and take up my wisdom. Learn of the deep hidden mysteries of space. Learn the thought that grew in the abyss, bringing order and harmony in space. Know ye, O man, that all exists has been only because of the law. Know ye the law, and ye shall be free. Never be bound by the fetters of night. Far through strange spaces have I journeyed into the depth of the abyss of time, learning strange and yet stranger mysteries, until in the end all is revealed. Know ye that mystery is only mystery when it is knowledge unknown to man. When ye have plumbed the heart of all mystery, knowledge and wisdom will surely be thine. Seek ye and learn that time is the secret whereby ye may be free of the space. Long have I, Thoth, sought wisdom. I, it shall seek to eternity's end, for know I that ever before receiving shall move the goal I seek to attain. Even the lords of the cycles know that not yet have they reached the goal, for with all their wisdom they know the truth ever grows. Once in the past time I spoke with the dweller, asked of the mystery of time and space, asked him the question that surged in my being, saying, O Master, what is time? Then he spoke to me, he the Master. Know ye, O Thoth, in the beginning there was void and nothingness, a timeless, spaceless nothingness. and into the nothingness came a thought, purposeful, all-pervading, and it filled the void. There existed no matter, only force, a movement, a vortex of vibration of the purposeful thought that filled the void. And I questioned the Master, saying, "Was this thought eternal?" And answered me the Dweller, saying, "In the beginning there was eternal thought, and for thought to be eternal, time must exist. So, the all-pervading thought grew the law of time, time which exists through all space, floating in a smooth, rhythmic movement that is eternally in a state of fixation. Time changes not, but all things change in time. For time is the force that holds events separate, each in its proper place. Time is not in motion, but you move through time as your consciousness moves from one event to another. I by time ye exist, all in all, an eternal one existence. Know ye that even though in time ye are separate, ye still are one in all time's existence. Ceased then the voice of the Dweller, and I departed, I to ponder on time. For knew I that in these words lay wisdom and a way to explore the mysteries of time. Oft did I ponder the words of the Dweller, though sought I to solve the mystery of time. Found I that time moves through strange angles, yet only by curves could I hope to attain the key that would give me access to time-space. I found that only by moving upward and yet again by moving rightward could I be free from the time of this movement. Forth I came from out of my body, moved into movements that changed me in time. Strange were the sights I saw in my journeys, many of the mysteries that opened to view. I saw I man's beginning, learned from the past that nothing is new. Seek ye, O man, to learn the pathway through the spaces that are formed for the forth in time. Forget not, O man, with all thy seeking, that light is the goal ye shall seek to attain. Searching ever for light on thy pathway, and ever for thee that goal shall endure. Let not thine heart turn ever to darkness. Light let thine soul be, a sun on the way. Know ye that in the eternal brightness ye shall ever find thy soul hid in the light, never fettered by bondage to darkness, ever it shines forth, a sun of the light. I know, though hidden in darkness your soul, a spark of the true flame exists. Be ye one with the greatest of all lights, find at the source the end of thy goal.
Light is life. For without the great light nothing can ever exist. Know ye that in all formed matter the heart of light always exists. I, even though bound into the darkness, inherent light always exists. Once I stood in the halls of Amenti, heard the voice of the lords of Amenti sang, in the tones that rang through the silence, the words of power, mighty and potent. Chanted they sang on the cycles, the words that opened the path beyond. I saw the great path open and looked for an instant into the beyond. Saw I the movements of the cycles, vast as the thought of the source could convey. Knew I then that even infinity is moving on to some unthinkable end. Saw I that the cosmos is order, and part of a movement that extends to all space, a part of an order of orders, constantly moving in harmony of space. Saw I the weaving of cycles like vast circles across the sky. Knew I then that all has being in growing to meet yet another being in a far-off grouping of space and time. Knew I then that in words are powers to open the planes that are hidden from man. I that even in words lies hidden the key that will open above and below. Hark ye now, man, this word I leave with thee. Use it, and ye shall find power in its sound. Say the word Zin Ru. Z-I-N. You are you, and the power ye shall find. Yet must ye understand that man is of light, and light is of man. List ye, O man, and hear the mystery stranger than all that lies beneath the sun. Know ye, O man, that all space is filled by worlds within worlds. I am one within the other, yet separate by law. Once in my search for deep-buried wisdom, I opened the door that bars them from man. Called I from other planes of being, one who was fairer than the daughters of men. I called her out from the separateness to shine as a light in the world of men. Used I the drum of the serpent, wore I the robe of the purple and gold,
Placed on my head the crown of silver, around my circle of cinnabar shone. Raise I my arms and cry the invocation, opens the path to the plains beyond.
My head's like standing straight up.
Lords of the two horizons,
watchers of the two gates,
standing one at the right and one at the left, as a star rises in his throne and
rolls over his sign.
I, thou dark
Prince of Arulu,
open the gates of the dim hidden land, and release her whom ye keep imprisoned.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, dark lords and shining ones,
and by their secret names,
which I
no one can pronounce,
hear me and obey my will.
Lit I then with flame my circle, and called her in the space plains beyond.
Daughter of light, return from Arulu. 7 times and 7 times I passed through the fire.
Food
have I not drinking,
water
have I not drunk.
I call thee from Arulu, from the realm of
Urger Shuggle.
I
I summon thee, Lady of Light.
Then before me rose the dark figures, I the
figures
figures of the lords of Arulu, parted they before me, and forth came the Lady of Light. Free was she now from the lords of the night, free to live in the light of the earth's sun, free to live
as a child of the light.
Hear ye and listen, O my children.
Magic is knowledge, only law.
Be not afraid of power within thee, for it follows all as the stars in the sky. Know ye that to be without knowledge, wisdom is magic, and not of the law. But know ye that ever ye by your knowledge can approach closer to the place of the sun. List ye, my children, follow my teaching. Be ye ever a seeker of light. Shine in the world of men all around thee, a light on the path that shall shine among men. Follow me and learn my magic. Know that all force is thine if thou wilt. Fear not the path that leads to knowledge, but rather shun the dark road. Light is thine, O man, for the taking. Cast off the fetters, and thou shalt be free.
Know that
thy soul is living in bondage, fettered by fear that holds thee in thrall. Open thy eyes and see the great sunlight. Be not afraid, for all is thine own. Fear the Lord of dark Arulu. To he who has never faced the dark of fear, I know that fear is existence, created by those who are bound by their fears. Shake off the bondage, O children, and walk with the light of the glorious day. Never turn thy thoughts to the darkness, and surely ye shall be one with light.
Man is only what he believeth. A brother of darkness or a child of the light.
Come thou into the light, my children. Walk in the pathway that leads to the sun.
Hark ye now, and listen to my wisdom.
Use thou the word I have given unto thee. Use it, and surely thou shalt find power and wisdom and light to walk in the way. Seek ye and find the key I have given, and ever shalt thou be
a child of the light. Zin Aru is Zinuru is the word.
Emerald Tablet 12. The law of cause and effect, and the key of prophecy. List ye, O man, to the words of my wisdom. List to the voice of Thoth the Atlantean. Conquered have I the law of time and space. Knowledge have I gained in future time.
I think I fucked up.
Know I that man in his movement through space-time shall ever be one with the all.
It's okay.
Know ye, O man, that all of the future is an open book to him who can read. All effects shall bring forth its causes, as all effects grew from the first cause. Know ye the future is not fixed or stable, but varies as causes bring forth an effect. Look in the cause thou shalt bring into being, and surely thou shalt see that all is effect. So, O man, be sure that the effects that ye bring forth are ever causes of more perfect effects. Know ye the future is never in fixation, but follows man's free will as it moves through the movements of time-space toward the goal where a new time begins. Man can only read the future through the causes that bring the effects. Seek ye within the causation, and surely ye shall find the effects. List ye, O man, when I speak of the future. Speak of the effect that follows the cause. Know ye that man in his journey lightward is ever seeking escape from the night that surrounds him, like the shadows that surround the stars in the sky, and like the stars in the sky, he too shall shine from the shadows of night. Ever his destiny shall lead him onward until he was one with the light. Aye, though his way lies midst the shadows, Ever before him glows the great light. Dark though the way be, yet still he conquer the shadows that flow around him like night. Far in the future I see man is light-born, freed from the darkness that fetters the soul, living in light without the bounds of the darkness to cover the light that is light of their soul. Know ye, O man, before ye attain this, that many of the dark shadows shall fall on your light, striving to quench with the shadows of darkness the light of the soul that strives to be free. Great is the struggle between light and darkness, age-old and yet ever new. Yet known a time, far in the future, light shall be all and darkness shall fall. List ye, O man, to my words of wisdom, prepare and ye shall bind your light. Man has risen and man has fallen as ever new waves of consciousness flow from the great abyss below us toward the sun of their goal. Ye, my children, have risen from a state that was little above the beast, until now all men ye are greatest. Yet before thee were others greater than thee. Yet tell I thee, as before the others had fallen, so also shall ye come to an end. And upon the land where ye dwell now, barbarians shall dwell and in turn rise to the light. Forgotten shall be the ancient wisdom, yet ever shall lie through hidden from men. I in the land that thou called Chem, races shall rise and races shall fall, forgotten shalt thou be in the children of men. Yet thou shalt move to a star space beyond this leaving, beyond this place where thou hast dwelt.
So
the soul of man moves ever onward, bound not only by one star, but ever moving to the great goal before him, where he is dissolved into the light of the all. Know ye that ye shall ever go onward, moved by the law of cause and effect, until in the end both become one. I, man, after ye have gone, others shall move into the places ye lived. Knowledge and wisdom shall all be forgotten, and only a memory of God shall survive. As I to thee am a God by my knowledge, so ye too shall be gods in the future, because of your knowledge far above theirs. Yet know thee, that all through the ages, man shall exist to law when he will.
Ages
to come shall see revival of wisdom to those who shall inherit thy place on the star. They shall in turn come into wisdom, and learn to banish the darkness by light. Yet greatly must they strive through the ages to bring unto themselves the freedom of light. Then shall they come unto man the great warfare, that shall make the earth tremble and shake in its course. Aye, then shall the dark brothers open the warfare between light and the night. When man again shall conquer the ocean and fly in the air on wings like the birds, when he has learned to harness the lightning, then shall the time of warfare begin. Great shall the battle be twixt the forces, great the warfare of darkness and light. Nation shall rise against nation, using the dark forces to shadow the earth. Weapons and forces shall wipe out the earth man until half of the race of men shall be gone. Then shall come forth the sons of the morning, and give their edict to the children of men, saying, O man, cease from striving against thy brother. Only thus can ye come to the light. Cease from thy unbelief of my brother, and follow the path, and know ye are right. Then shall men cease from their striving, brother against brother, and father against son. Then shall the ancient home of my people rise from its place, neath the dark ocean waves. Then shall the age of light be unfolded, with all men seeking the light of the goal. Then shall the brothers of light rule the people, banish shall the darkness of night. I, the children of men, shall progress onward and upward to the great goal. Children of light shall they become. Flame of the flame shall their souls ever be.
Knowledge and wisdom shall be man's
in
great
the great age, where shall approach the eternal
flame,
the
and
source of all wisdom, the place of beginning.
This is so hard to read.
One with the end of all things.
That's why I just put this
in
way.
the time that is yet unborn, all shall be one, and one shall be all. Man, a perfect flame of his cosmos, shall move forward to the place in the stars. I shall move even from out of this space-time into another beyond the stars. Long have you listened to me, O my children. Long have you listened to the wisdom of Thoth. Now I depart from ye into darkness. Now go I to the halls of Amenti, there to dwell in the future when light shall come again to man. Yet know ye, my spirit shall ever be with thee, and guide thy feet in the pathway of light.
Guard ye the secrets I leave with thee, and surely my spirit will guard thee through life. Keep thy eyes ever on pathways wisdom, keep the light as thy goal evermore. Fetter not thy soul in bondage darkness, free with wings of light the stars. Now depart from the be thou my children, as for the next. The time will come with ye too, who shall be blameless, living from age to age, and light among men. Guard ye my entrance to the halls of Menti. Guard ye my secrets I keep among them. Let not the wisdom be cast to barbarians. Secret shalt thou keep it to those who seek light. Now depart I, receive thou my blessing. Take thou my ways and follow the light. Let thou thy soul in the great essence, one with the great light, light thy consciousness be. Call thou on me when thou dost need me. Use my name 3 times in a row. Chquedit, Arlich, Voltmolitz.
End of tablet 12.
If you do not say that right, besides, that's the way that you actually call him and invoke Thoth. So don't do it. It's like the Beetlejuice thing. It's literally where it came from. Before its time.
Hear ye the word that shall banish the darkness.
Now
Hear ye the voice that shall banish the night. Mystery and wisdom have I brought to my children. Knowledge and power descended from old. Know ye not that all shall be open when ye shall find the oneness of all? One shall ye be with the masters of mystery, conquerors of death and masters of life. Aye, ye shall learn of the flowers of Amenti, the blossoms of life that shine in the hall. In spirit shall ye reach the halls of Amenti, and bring back the wisdom that liveth in life. Know ye the gateway to power is secret. Know ye the gateway to life is through death. Aye, through death. But not as ye know death, but a death that is life and is fire and is light. Desireth thou to know the deep hidden secret? Look into thy heart where the knowledge is bound. Know that in thee the secret is hidden, the source of all life and the source of all death. List ye, O man, while I tell the secret, reveal unto thee the secret of old.
deep in earth's heart lies the flower, the source of the spirit that binds in all its form. For know ye that the earth is living body, as thou art alive in thine own form. The flower of life
is in thine own place of spirit, and streams of the earth as thine flows through thy form, giving of life to the earth's children, renewing the spirit from form to form. This is the spirit that has formed thy body, shaping and molding it into its form.
Know ye, O man, that thy form is dual, balanced in polarity, while form is in form. Know that when its fast death approaches, only because the balance is shaken, it is only because one pole has been lost.
Know that thy body, when in perfect balance, may never be touched by the finger of death. Aye, even accident may only approach when the balance is gone. When ye are in a balanced equilibrium, ye shall live on in time and not taste of death. Know that thou art the balanced completion, existing because of thy balance of poles. As in thee, one pole is drawn downward, fast goes the balance of life. Then unto thee cold death approaches, and change must come to thy unbalanced life. Know that the secret of life in Amenti is the secret of restoring the balance of poles. All that exists has form, and is living because of the spirit of life in the poles. See ye not that in earth's heart is the balance of all things that exist and have being on its face? The source of thy spirit is drawn from earth's heart, for in thy form thou art one with the earth. When thou hast learned to hold thine own balance, thou shalt thou draw the balance of earth. Exist then shalt thou with earth as existing, changing in form only when earth too shall change.
Tasting not of death,
but one with this planet, holding thy form till all passes away.
List, O man,
whilst I give this secret, so that ye too shall taste not of change. 1 hour each day shall I lie with thy head pointed to the place of the positive pole, north. 1 hour each day shall thy head be pointed into the place of the negative pole, south. Whilst thy head is placed to the northward, hold thou thy consciousness from the chest to the head. When thy head is placed southward, hold thou thy thought from chest to the feet.
So down, underneath.
Hold thou in balance once in each 7, and thy balance will retain the whole strength. Aye, if thou be old, thy body will freshen, and thy strength will become as a youth. This is a secret known to the masters, by which they hold off the fingers of death. Neglect not to follow the path I have shown, for when thou hast passed beyond years to 100, to neglect it will mean the coming of death. Hear ye my words, and follow the pathway. Keep thou thy balance, and live on in life. Hear ye, O man, listen to my voice. Listen to the wisdom that gives thee death. When at the end of thy work appointed, thou mighty desire to pass from this life, pass to the plane where the sons of morning live, and have been the children of light. Pass without pain and pass without sorrow into the plane where is eternal light. First, lie and rest with thy head to the eastward. Fold thy hands at the source of thy life,
the solar plexus. You fold
Place thou thy consciousness in the life sea.
and you hold it right
Whirl it
here.
and divide to north and to south.
If you
Send thou the one out toward the northward. Send thou
push
the other
energy
out to the south. Relax thou thy hold upon thy being. Forth from thy form will thy silver spark fly, upward and onward to the sun of the morning, blending with light at once with its source. There it shall flame till desire shall be created, then shall return to a place in a form. Know ye, O men, that thus pass the great souls, changing at will from life to life. Thus ever passes the avatar, willing his death as he wills his own life. List ye, O man, drink of my wisdom. Learn ye the secret as master of time. Learn ye how those ye call masters are able to remember the lives of the past. Great is the secret, yet easy to master, given to thee the master of time. When upon thee death fast approaches, fear not, but know ye are master of death. Relax thy body and resist it to intention. Place in thy heart the flame of thy soul. Swiftly then sweep it to the seat of the triangle. Hold for a moment, then move to the goal. This thy goal is a place between thy eyebrows, the place where the memory of life must hold sway. Hold thou thy flame there in thy brain seat, until the fingers of death grasp thy soul. Then as thou pass through the state of transition, surely the memories of life shall pass too. Then shall the past be as one with the present. Then shall the memory of all be retained. Free shalt thou be from all retrogression. The things of the past shall live in the day.
O men,
Ye have heard the voice of my wisdom.
follow and ye shall live through the ages as I.
End of Tablet 13.
This is the fucking shit. This is the meditation shit that gives on life, long-lasting life.
14. List ye, O man, to the deep hidden wisdom, lost to the world since the time of the dwellers, lost and forgotten by men of this age. Know ye this earth is but a portal, guided by powers unknown to man, yet the dark lords hide the entrance that leads to the heaven-born land. Know ye the way to the sphere of the Arulu is guarded by barriers opened only to light-born men. Upon earth I am the holder of the keys to the gates of the sacred lands. Command I, by the powers beyond me, to leave the keys to the world of man. Before I depart, I give ye the secrets of how ye may rise from the bondage of darkness, cast off the fetters of flesh that have bound ye, rise from the darkness into the light. Know ye the soul must be cleansed of its darkness, ere ye may enter the portals of light. Thus I established among ye the mysteries, so that the secrets may always be found. Aye, though man may fall under darkness, always the light will shine as a guide. Hidden in darkness, veiled in symbols, always the way to the portals will be found. Man in the future will deny the mysteries, but always the way the seeker will find. Now
I want to say one thing, and if you dive into these, I have some students of mine that I passed this on, and I believe they were ready for it. 2 are in mental hospitals. This tells you that you're a god, that you've lost all your memories to said things from Thoth. I've traveled with Thoth. I've gone to the collective consciousness. I've been there. It's called heaven. That's what people call it as. But there is a warning in this, and you will hear it, and I'm not going to stop it then, but I stopped it right now just to say. There is a warning. If you are weak-hearted, if you do not have good intentions, if you are ill-willed, and you do not have love that guides you in this, it's over. You're done. It'll backfire. It'll drive you fucking nuts and it'll just kill you. So, being a child of light is more than just my title. I am a teacher. I have been given some gifts, but I don't call them gifts. It's like kind of a job in a way, but it's really hard to get information out. I'll just tell you that one. But when I start talking about it, all this stuff starts flowing out, and then people just go, wait, what the hell? What are you kidding me? I'm like, no, that just like came to me. That's real. And it's not you make shit up. There's no fucking making anything up. So I'm going to restart this. This is a supplementary tablet. This is tablet 13. There is the Secret of Secrets that's coming next. It is very important that you listen to the words. You can write them down. The important words. I would go back and note everything. If you printed this out, print this out, and come back to my video. Then you can come and find me, and I can give you some guidance, and then I send you on your way. It's up to you if you succeed, because I just did my job. Pretty cool, right? Lucas means keeper of light, teacher of light, the enlightened. That's my name. My name's Lou Guru because people deem me their guru. And they just called me Lou, and that just like stuck. And then I was like, okay, Lou Guru, fuck it. The thing is, I'm the only one in the world. There's a couple more of us, but that's not me. I was born for this. Born to pull this. My name, my first and last name, means the enlightened keeper of the orchards. And if you see what this means, and my last name means keeper of the orchards. So the teacher of, the enlightened teacher of the orchards, kind of wild. And if you think about the orchard of Adam and Eve, so we're going to get back into this. Play.
Command ye to maintain my secrets, giving only to those ye have tested, so that pure may not be corrupted, so that the power of truth may prevail. List ye now to the unveiling of mystery, list to the symbols of mysteries I give. Make of it a religion only for those who will its essence remain. Regions there are two between this life and the great one,
traveled by the souls who departed from this earth. Duat, the home of the powers of illusion, Sekhet, Hepset, and the house of the gods. Osiris, the symbol of the guard in the guard portal, who turns back souls of unworthy men.
Beyond lies the sphere of the heaven-born powers.
Arulu, the land of the great ones have passed.
There, when my work among men have been finished, will I join the great ones in my ancient home.
7 are the mansions, the houses of the mighty.
3 guards the portal of each house from the darkness.
15 the ways that lead to the Duat. 12 are the houses of the great illusion,
facing 4 ways, each of them different.
42 are the great powers judging
the dead who seek for the portal.
4 are the sons of Horus.
Two are the guards of east and west, Isis, the mother who pleads for her children,
the queen of the moon,
reflecting the sun.
Ba
Ba is
the
the essence, living forever.
Ka is the shadow
that man knows as life.
Ba
cometh
not until Ka is incarnate.
These are mysteries to preserve through the ages. Keys are they of life and death. Hear you now the mystery of mysteries. Learn the cycle beginningless and endless. The form of He who is one in all.
Listen here, go forth and apply it. Thus will you travel and will I go. Mystery and mystery,
yet clear to the light born.
The secret of all I now will reveal. I will declare a secret to the initiated, but let the door be wholly shut against the profane.
Three is the mystery.
Come to the great one. Hear, and light will dawn. In the primal evil dwell three unities. Other than these, none will exist. These are equilibrium, source of creation. One God, one truth, one point of freedom.
Three come forth, three of balance,
all life, all good, all power.
Three of the quantities of God in His light home.
Infinite power, infinite wisdom, infinite love. Three are the powers given to the masters to transmute evil, assist good, and use discrimination. Three are the things that enable for God to perform, manifest power, wisdom, and love. Three are the powers creating all things, divine love possessed of perfect knowledge, divine knowledge of all knowledge means, divine power possessed by the joint of love and wisdom. Three are the circle states of the existence, the circle of light that dwells nothing but God, and only God can traverse it.
The circle of chaos, where all things by nature arise from death. The circle of awareness, where all things spring from life. All things are animate are of three states of existence:
chaos or death, liberty and humanity, felicity of heaven.
Three necessities control all things,
beginning in the great deep, the circle of chaos, plenitude in heaven. Three are the paths of the soul, man, liberty, light. Three are the hindrances, lack of enduring knowledge, non-attachment to God, attachment to evil. In man, the three are manifest. The kings of within. Three are the chambers of the mysteries, found yet not found in the body of man. Here now who is liberated, free from the bondage of all life, from life in the light.
Knowing the source of all worlds shall be open. Even the
gates of Arlu shall be barred.
Yet he, O man, who was enter heaven, if ye be not worthy, better it be to fall into the fire. Know ye the celestials pass through the pure flame. At every revolution of the heavens they bathe in the fountains of light. List ye, O man, to this mystery. Long in the past, before you were born, I dwelled in Atlantis. There in the temple
I drank of the wisdom, poured from the fountain of light from the dweller.
Give the key to descend to the presence of light in the great world. Stood I before the Holy One, enthroned in the flower of fire. Veiled was He by the lightnings of the darkness, else my soul by the glory had been shattered. Forth from the feet of His throne, like the diamond, rolled forth 4 rivers of flame from His footstool. Rolled through the channels of clouds to the man world, filled was the hall with spirits of heaven. Wonder of wonders was the starry palace. Above the sky, like rainbow fire and sunlight, were formed the spirits.
So beautiful.
Sang they the glories of the Holy One. Then from the midst of the fire came a voice, Behold the glory of the first cause. I beheld that light, high above all darkness, reflected in my own being. I attained, as it were, to the God of all gods, the Spirit Son,
the sovereign Sun spheres. Again came the voice, There is one, even the first, who hath no beginning, who hath no end. who hath made all things, who govern
all, who is
good, who is just, who illumines, who sustains.
Then from the throne there poured a great radiance, surrounding and lifting my soul by its power.
Swiftly I moved through the spaces of heaven, shown the mystery of mysteries, shown the secret of heart and cosmos.
Carried with
I in the lands of Aralu, stood before the lords of the houses. Opened the doorway,
so I might glimpse the primeval chaos, shuddered my soul to the vision of horror, shrank back my soul from the ocean of darkness. Then saw I the need for the barriers, saw the need for the lords of Aralu. Only they with their infinite balance could stand in the way of pouring chaos. Only they could guard God's creation. Then did I pass around the
circle of 8,
saw all the souls who had conquered darkness, saw the
splendor of light where they dwelled. Longed I to take my place in the circle,
but longed I also for the way I had chosen, when I
stood in the halls of Amenti and made my choice to the work I would do. Passed I from the halls of Aralu, down to the earth space where my body lay. Arose from the earth where I rested, stood before the dweller. Gave me the pledge to renounce my great right,
until my work on earth was completed, until the age of
darkness was past. List ye, O men, to the words I have given thee.
In them shall ye find the essence of life.
life. Before I return to the halls of Amenti,
Taught shall ye be
the secret of secrets.
How ye too may rise
to the light. Preserve them, guard them, hide the symbols, so the profane will not pronounce.
In every land form ye the mysteries. Make the way hard for the seekers to tread. Thus will the weak and the wavering be rejected. Thus will the secrets be hidden and guarded, hid till the time when the wheel shall be turned.
Through the dark ages, waiting and watching, my spirit will remain
in the deep hidden land. When one has passed all the trials of the elder, summon ye me by the key that ye hold. Then will I, the initiator, come from the halls of the gods of Amenti.
Then I will receive and initiate and give him the words of power. Hark ye, O man,
remember these
words of power, words of warning,
not to me one lacking
wisdom,
and
pure of heart and
weak in his
purpose.
purpose. Else I will withdraw from you
power to summon me from the place of my sleeping. Go forth and conquer the elements of darkness.
Exalt in thy nature thine essence of light.
Now ye go forth and summon my brothers,
so that I may impart the wisdom to light thy path when my presence is gone.
Come to the chamber beneath my temple. Eat not food, for 3 days have passed. There will I give thee the essence of wisdom,
so that with power you may shine among men. There will I give unto thee the secrets, so that ye too may rise to the heavens, God, man, in truth, as in essence ye be.
Depart now and leave me while I summon my...
Ye know, but ye know not. End of Level 14.
This is the last one. And I'll have to pause it at the end.
Supplementary Emerald Tablet 15. Secret of Secrets. Now ye assemble my children.
Get a pencil and pen, write this down.
Which shall give ye power to unfold the God-man.
You got it here.
Give ye the way to eternal life. Plainly shall I speak of the unveiled mysteries. No dark saying shall I give unto thee.
Open thy ears now,
my children, hear and obey the words that I give.
First off, the fetters of darkness, which bind you chains and spheres of the earth. Darkness and light are both of one nature, different only in seeming, for each arose from the source of all. Darkness is disorder, light is order. Darkness is transmuted light
of the light. This, my children, your purpose in being, transmutation of darkness to light. Hear ye now the mystery of nature, the relations of life to the earth where it dwells.
Know ye are threefold in nature, physical, astral, and mental in one.
3 are the qualities of each of the
natures, 9 in all, as above, so below.
In the physical are these channels, the
blood which moves in vertical motion, retracting
on the heart to continue its
beating. Magnetism,
which moves through the nerve
paths,
carrier of
energies through all cells and tissues. Akasha,
which flows through channels, subtle yet physical, completing the channels. Each of the three in tune with each other, each affecting the life of the body. Form the skeletal framework through which the subtle ether flows. In their mastery lies the secret of life in the body. Relinquished only by will when his purpose in living is done.
Three are the natures of the astral,
mediators between above and below, not of the physical, not of the spiritual, but able to move above and below.
Three are the natures of the mind,
carrier of
the will, the great one, arbitrator of the cause and effect in thy life. Thus is formed the threefold being, directed from above by the power of four. Above and beyond man's fourfold nature lies the realm of spiritual self. Four is in the qualities, shining in the planes of existence, but 13 in one, the number.
Based on the qualities of man are the brothers. Each shall direct the unfolding of being. Each shall channel the of the great one. On earth, man is in bondage, bound by space and time in the earth plane.
Encircling each planet, a wave of vibration binds him to his place of unfoldment.
Yet within man is the key to releasement. Within man it can be found. When you have released the self from the body, rise to the uttermost bounds of your earth plane. Speak ye the word.
Dor-E-Lil-La.
D-O-R-E-L-I-L-L-A. Then, for a time, your light will be lifted. Free may ye pass the barriers of space. For a time of half of the sun, 6 hours. Free may ye pass the barriers of the earth plane. See and know those who are beyond thee. Yea, to the highest worlds may ye pass. See your own possible heights of unfoldment. Know earthly futures of soul.
Bound are ye to your body, but by the power you may be free. This is the secret of
bondage shall be placed by freedom for thee. Calm, let thy mind be. At rest the body, consciousness be freedom of flesh. Center thy being on the goal and longing.
Think over and over, and thou wouldst be free. Think of the word. La-Um-El-Elgan.
L-A-U-M-I-L-G-A-N. Over and over in thy mind, let it sound. Drift with the sound to the place of thy longing. Free from the bondage of flesh by thy will.
It works.
Hear ye, while I give the greatest of secrets, how ye may enter the halls of
Menti.
Enter the place of
mortals.
I did.
Stand before the lords in their places. Listen to this. Lie down and rest in thy body.
Calm
thy mind, and nothing disturbs thee.
Pure must ye
be in mind and purpose, else only failure will come to thee. Vision of Menti, as I have told in my tablets. Long for fullness of heart to be there. Stand before the lords in the mind's eye. Pronounce the words of power I give mentally. Mikhail El Shabel, El Shabrut, El Shabrut, Zin Ephron Quar El. There's the spelling.
Zefrenquarel. Relax thy mind and thy body, and be sure your soul be calm.
Now I give the key to Shambhala,
the place where
mothers live in darkness. Darkness filled with the light of the sun. Darkness of the earth, the light of the spirit, guides for you when thy day is done. Leave thou thy body, as I have taught thee. Pass the bar of the deep, hidden place. Stand before the gates of thy guardians. Command the entrance by these words. I am the light. In me is no darkness. Free am I from the bondage of the night. Open am I of the eyes of the 12 and the 1, so I may pass through the well of the wisdom.
When they refuse thee, as surely they will,
Command them by open by the words of power. I am the light. For me there are no barriers. Open, I command thee, secret of secrets. Idel El Hakim, Zebert Zer Adom. And I don't even need to read it. It's there.
SABBERT.
I'll put this down.
CRADOM. Then if thy words have been truth of the highest, open for thee thy barriers will fall. Now I lead thee, my children, down yet up to the hall shall I go. Win ye the way to me, my children, truly my brothers shall ye become. Thus finish I my writings, keys let them be to those who come after, but only to those who seek my wisdom, for only for these am I the key
in the way.
End of tablet.
You heard what he said there, right? Let me repeat it. Now I leave thee, my children, down yet up the hall to the halls I go. Win ye the way to me, my children. Truly my brothers shall ye become. Thus finished I my writings. Keys, let them be to those who come after, but only seek my wisdom. For these I am the key and the way. This is probably the greatest thing that's ever been in print. One sec. So, I've studied these beyond study. This is the Bible. This is the Bible. I'll just tell you that one. This is my Bible. I take it very seriously, and it's the reason why I'm weird. I'm not weird. I just don't belong here. I know that I belong somewhere else. But yeah. There's some things that are a little weird here and there, but I'm all good with that. I'm better off with being weird than fitting in to some shithole society. You know how Trump said that we're shithole countries? We're fucking shithole societies. It's not the country, it's the fucking society. America ain't that fucking different. Like, I don't participate in society. The only thing I really participate in this world now is being a dad. Skateboarding was one thing because it was self-contained and I could do it myself and I didn't need anybody, which you still don't. But now, after the reading of those and knowing, this is probably the 200th time I've read them. And I mean, I'll just read them just like I'm just sitting here right now. You guys watched me. I have them on audio file, so I don't need to fucking have them anywhere else. These play while I sleep. So I don't know if I could actually send the files to people. I could probably send them through the mail on a little like micro SD card. You know, so other than that, they no longer exist besides my recording that's happened right here. They are not on, hopefully the music in the background of this will kind of drawn out the I hope it doesn't fuck with no algorithm because of the sound file. So, but yeah, anyways, that's what's that. And we have Death High in an hour. My little girl should be waking up soon. She finally went to sleep and stuff. I had a small meditation that was there. Yeah, it was really cool. As you saw me go like this, I don't know if you saw like this, which you do like that. This is a tetrahedron. This is the male. This is the female, and then this is the marrying of the two. And it's one of those things. It's like the S. It looks like an S, but it's not. Like, it's like a yin and yang thing. So that shit's fucking cool as fuck. Actually, let's go and do a couple things on here. I wasn't gonna jump in, but let's get it done, right? Oh, let's go see what I AFK'd in the middle of fucking town. Let's see what happened. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna end my stream because this is not a LifeAfter stream. This is the SIIIKE stream. So we're gonna go and see if I'm still standing in the middle of the town. Yep, still standing in town. Oh, check this out. So this is my Newlands account. This is my raid account. So I hit Manners 7. And my daily things, these things went up 5 or 6 of them after hitting Manners 6. So it kicks you up. One thing that I noticed when I'm using these, so I destroyed my replica or my alpha, and I've got full 5s, 5s and 4s. I need to make these, which this is what I'm gonna do now. So I gotta make these. I got my Ox mods and that done. I could have done those before I did those, but I'm a warrior, so I need these for my main. So, yep. So these are gonna be smaller than these, but I should actually probably pull those down to 3s and stick those to that. But guns work better. What shit? I really wish I should just make 2 sets to throw those onto there. But yeah, I just mannered up, so. Which is dope. So literally, like, within a week, I went from starting out, because I mainly, okay, people know I don't want to have accounts on accounts all over the place. I don't want that shit either, because the thing is, I'd rather concentrate on focus on one thing. Just like focusing on one thing. I can recite this shit, like, without this. But it's better to have the words to back it up. On print. Have this fucker on print, because when everything goes down in this video and everything else is not going to be around. So that's one of the things. Like, you gotta have shit that's like this. Because in the tablets, what you just fucking saw, I'll tell you that one right now, what you just fucking listened to was about, like, Atlantis sinking. The dweller of Unal calling on the 3 messengers that gave the bell cries. They gave out the bell cries that shattered the world, that broke the world. And the thing is, what happened? Polar reversal. The global electric circuit shut off. Like there's a connection from the sun and the earth. So when the earth fields drop every 12,000 years for their reset, its great reset cycle, which is the polar excursion. There's the electromagnetic excursion or polar reversal. It's known as those terms. So the thing is, when this shit happens, the sun micronovas. Crazy, right? Sun facing side gets scorched and dead. Everything fries. Fires, you fucking name it. Guess what happens with the fires? Carbon, all that stuff. Smoke, you name it. The Earth's just existing. We're in its fucking way. You gotta remember that one. Climate change, all that shit. Just because it's fucking affecting you, stop personalizing, because this Earth was here before and we're just a fucking flea on the back of a dog. But we're not the owners of that animal. So that's being said, just like, oh, what are fleas gonna do on the back of a dog to help with the dog sweating for global warming? What do you think? Come on. Be smarter. Not even smarter. Fucking, not even wake up. This intelligence thing. If you guys want more information that literally is just fucking spewing out of me, I'm all here for it. So, anyways, this was my Thoth stream. If you guys don't know, if you don't know, now you know, nigga. This is Thoth. Alright? Thoth. He's the flower of life. He taught us it all. Okay? This is a secular pendant. This is negatively ionically charged, so it draws in positive ions into my area. And this negatively charged piece deflects negative ions and negative energies from me. Think of that one. I've had this for years. I bought it for $1 in China. They sell them now for like fucking $60. And it's always been on a hemp rope. I used to sell them. Made a little bit of money, but that's just stupid. Anyways, now you got a little insight into where my head is. My head's in that book. That book is me. It actually takes on different things. That's what ancient magic and shit like that does. Because when you start reading terms, like you heard the 9, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can, the names I can pronounce and whatnot. And Chiquetic, Arlet, Chito, Guyana, Horto, Sinvetta. Like the numbers, I'm pretty sure people have heard me say numbers are alive. If that's what it means. Do you invoke these numbers? Like when you have lucky streaks, whatever, you're actually, if you don't even understand what you're doing, if you have a favorite number, there's a being that goes with that number. So Tesla, think of this one. We're gonna stick this shit together. Where's my fucking notepad? I'm gonna show you some shit. With Tesla, let me grab it. We're gonna end on the Tesla note. Okay. Alright, so so this, you see that? What does that say? 9. So this is Tesla's. This is called vortex math. This is the math of Tesla. All right. So, toroidal fields, like the Earth, has its electromagnetic fields, right? Okay. So the thing is, how it works is with the 3, 6, and 9. Okay. And this is the zeros doesn't exist. All right. It's a void. Yeah, you have to actually partake for that. So the thing is, how these numbers pop down. The thing is, the revolution, it goes in it, and these switch. Okay, so the 9's on the top. Though obviously the other numbers are around it, but the main ones are this dotted line. Okay, it goes from 6 to 3 and to 9. The thing is, the 9 at the top will switch polarity, will go positive, and then the 6 and the 3 will be negative. And then the thing is, then you switch the polarities again, and switch over. And the thing is, that's what toroidal fields are. Okay, if you know anything about what the Earth looks like, what toroidal fields look like. Actually, I'm going to go into a link of mine, and I'm going to show you. Hopefully it doesn't fuck up my my shit. So, let's go. Geomagnetic space movies. Now I'm going to show you some shit, okay? We're going to see some shit. This is Noah. I'm going to show you the Earth. I'm going to show you the fucking fields of the Earth. This is my nerd tools, all right? You want to see my nerd tools? Look at this. So, as you see these things rolling, you'll see the shit rolling right here. Watch. So this is cycling. As you can see, it's playing right here. This was just happening. So let's bring this all the way back here. At the beginning, as you see the waves, that's solar impact. That's from the solar wind. Okay, that's what the sun kicks off. So as what you're seeing in real time are the fields of the Earth. So there's actually tubes that wrap around. I can't get that big, but it wraps all the way around here and way down here and around. And I mean like way fucking around. So the thing is, the sun is facing right here, right? So, because there's a white side and a black side. So the light side's the sun-facing side, and then that's the dark side of the Earth. So the thing is, when this connection's broken, when the fields of the Earth, so these electromagnetics, okay, the electromagnetics of the Earth, okay, this shit, this stuff is straight up. I'm going to show you the Earth that looks like an angel, and you'll fucking freak out, because when you look at what's on top of here, you see that bubble? See that breaking? Anybody see the breaking right there? Do you see this anomaly right here? You see that anomaly that's missing? Do you see this broken spot? Like, it's like, hello, I got a broken spot right there. That's not good. I don't like seeing that. And it has something sitting up on top of the fucking... Oh, that's crazy shit. I have to go and look into more of that, which I'm glad I came over here. But now you can see the Earth look like an angel. My little girl just woke up. You can hear her cooing. Now watch the Earth. Okay. This is it flowing through space. Okay. As you can see, there's the halo. Okay. We're in a pretty... We don't have any shit hardcore impacting us, so it's not... You're going to see another one right here, too. So you'll see the activity. So as you can see the breaks in the top up here and on the bottom? This is how the aurora borealis is created, through ionized particles, ionized helium, iron, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. I think there's quite a few different kinds. So the thing is, like, hydrogen, I think hydrogen pops in at like fucking red or something. It's kind of crazy. So all these things have different colors and stuff. And so the thing is, when they do come in from the solar wind, it comes in through those little gaps and openings, and it like draws in and goes. It, like, if we're the solar wind and we're bashing against here, and we're like, oh shit, we got sucked down in, and we got sucked into there. So our particles got sucked into that little tube up top. So that literally is where you get the aurora borealis and the northern lights and the northern lights in the south and north pole. So all it is ionized particles from the sun. Different chemicals. Pretty cool, right? Pays to be fucking intelligent. So yeah, watch this. So I can put all these links to everything that I'm showing you guys. So as you can see, these are magnetosphere movies. Geomagnetosphere movies. This is the thing. If this fucking website is down, know this. You only got about fucking, you barely got an hour time to fucking get where you need to go before the fucking, if this site shuts down at all. Because you can see, look, you can see a little bit of an impact, right? The red, and then it's leveling out, and then it's just diminishing. And it'll start to lessen and lessen and lessen. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. As you can see, there's no hang-ups with that grow plane. Besides, you can just, that's the magnetosphere in reverberation over the past, 24 hours. Pretty dope. This is the shit that I do. Okay? I study this stuff. Also, I watch the alert maps. So we'll go to the alert map now. Show you guys some shit. We'll go with more RSU. Okay. So now we're gonna watch and see event map. I don't want a list. I want the map. The map's the only thing. If these two websites are down or gone, you have a few hours, and shit's fucking not good, okay? What we got here? Cluster. Industrial breakdown, energy supply systems. What's this? Thousands. Oh, heavy rain. I'm right here. So what I've been telling everybody, okay, so when I called the news and shit, and I literally called the news 2 days before the fucking tsunami happened. I told them that was going to happen. They didn't fucking believe me, and then what? We had an earthquake right there. We had an earthquake right there, I think like 50 miles inland from the fault line. So as you can see, what these dotted lines are right here, this is the fault lines. This is the fucking ring of fire. Alright? The Philippines and Indonesia and shit, and like all my people that I love over there are in the middle of the ring of fire. They have fucking activity constantly. It's insane. Check this out. We have ours right here. You guys want to see the fucking kicker though? You guys got some volcanoes. I have 5. Watch. There's this one. That's Mount St. Helens right here. This is the one that blew up. Look. See? You can see how fucking giant the crater is still. So, there's Mount St. Helens. This is Mount Adams. That's Mount Olympia. So, Olympia City, you know, this is the capital. There's Olympia. No fucking wiener hot dog. Alright. And then, We got Mount Baker. Let's see, look, there's Mount Vernon. Watch this. So when you zoom in here, Everett, Snoqualmie. So you're going to see Mount Baker. There's Baker. Oh yeah. Whoa. I gotta be careful what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, this is the prairie that Randall Carlson came and checked out, the Klamath Prairie. This all right here, all this whole area has striations like it's it's nuts as fuck. They have the striations for like this whole area, like a flood was here. Like water ripples, but they're fucking hills that go like this, like a rolling hill, but literally like it's what it is. This is the thing. This entire area was covered, not just the fucking my state. This entire area was covered by the giant ice mass from the ice age that happened. And this is how this became green, lush land. The craters, like you've seen Crater Lake in fucking Oregon, that's one of them. And there was like 3 others. And meditation. I saw the 3 impacts, mainly in British Columbia, that fucking set everything off. So, yeah, and the thing is, in British Columbia, there's areas where they have immense power, like immense fucking, like, insane power that comes out of the ground. Like, it's not like, it's from the rocks that came from, it's from the asteroids and shit. But literally, when they hit, they impacted, they all fucking went into, like, dust in the water. But it's, some shit still sinks. So, anyways. This looks like we got crazy storms all over, but there's no earthquakes here right now unless they're not showing up. I have everything fucking on this tool. Yeah, I have everything on the tools on. What's this? Avalanche? Landslide? So, we've had our earthquakes and stuff. We have, and up all this is called a peninsula, okay? It's like surrounded by water on fucking 3 sides, whatever. So, there's ghost volcanoes of Olympia Peninsula. Look it up. It's fucking insane. The thing is, these volcanoes are all dormant. And they're all underneath here. All down. From Crystal Mountain all the way down. So it literally goes to the top of Mount Shasta. That's what the fucking thing. People in Portland don't even know it. They're fucking gonna all die. A lot of people are gonna die in Oregon. My friend is living on the fucking ocean. Like, I mean, he's like right fucking here, dude. He's like literally like fucking here. Like Astoria area fucking here, dude. Like, not kidding. He's on the fucking ocean. The water was fucking hitting his house. When he takes his shit in his fucking house, my buddy Dylan Waters. It's funny. So, Dylan, I didn't mean to fucking put you on blast, but you're telling me about the fucking water fucking rises and shit. That guy my friend can fish out his fucking kitchen window and do dishes at the same fucking time. Not even kidding. It's like that. But anyways, so I called these fucking earthquakes, and dude, they didn't want to listen. And I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna say anything else to any of these people. I know when it's coming. I know it's about to happen. I'm not saying it's about to happen. I said I know when it's about to happen. Because I get a 2-day buffer. Kind of crazy, right? I'll see something 2 days before I experience it. It's been happening now. So if I need to go and do something, like go to fucking the store or something, right? And I just have, not that I don't have any energy. It's like I feel like I'm zapped. So, yeah, no, I only joined this camp, I'll just tell you that one. The guy that was raiding, I was like, yeah, I'm a raider too, dude. This is my raid account. I've got one that's fucking over here. So, oh, I fucking missed it. Yeah, I missed it. I could have had some fucking damage. Oh well, we'll figure that one out. So, anyways. Yeah, with shit on how it goes, man. That's why I play this game. To kind of lose track of other thoughts and things that I try not to be as, like, read into different stuff. But when I know of something, it really freaks me out before I know it. And then I witness it, and I'm like, what the fuck has happened? It is what it is, but anyways, thank you for watching. I need to go and talk to my little girl and get her straight away, make her grilled cheese and some crunchies. So, yeah. Love you all. This has been the reading of the audio files of the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. I suggest getting a notebook if you want to get into knowing more about this stuff, and writing down like books you want to read, notes on frequencies, harmonics. There's some that have to do with the human voice, but mainly it's the ohm with the 432 hertz. Yeah. Also, one thing is, Thoth is Inky's son. He's from Nibiru. Our binary red dwarf star is coming in right now from behind the sun. Okay, so the sun is hauling ass through the universe, right? It's going on this weird path going up and down. So the thing is, this fucking path, so we're all going like this around the sun, right? The sun's not moving, right? We're all moving around it. It's not that way. The sun has its own path that it rolls through, and it brings us with it. So we're going down in this fucking corkscrew motion of the universe, because we're going through these yuga cycles. We go up and down, up and down. And the thing is, the two stars, every star in the universe is binary star system. It starts out as a binary star system. That's how it gets the inertia to spin to create the center. That's how it works. Not even kidding. It's electromagnetic fluid dynamics. End of story. I mean, that's why I'm a specialist in it. So, the second sun is coming as soon as it happens. We will see the planets that are around the star, because Nibiru is closer to it. It doesn't need that much light. Like, it does need light, but it gets its light from other sources. bioluminescence mainly, and literally you're just gonna have to wait and see. I mean, even if I'm gonna turn 50 or fucking 100 or 200 by that meditation shit and those guides, yeah, with all that stuff. So this is the thing. Thoth is still here. Jesus never died. So Doriel, and he says the threefold light, Doriel. The history of okay, so this is the preface. The history of the tablets translate in the following pages is strange and belief of modern scientists. Their antiquity is stupendous, dating back some 36,000 years BC. The writer Thoth, the Atlantean priest king who founded the colony in ancient Egypt after the sinking of the mother country. He was the builder of the Great Pyramid of Giza, erroneously attributed to Cheops. In this, he incorporated his knowledge of ancient wisdom and secreted records in the instruments of ancient Atlantis. For some 16,000 years, he ruled the ancient race of Egypt from approximately 50,000 BC to 36,000 BC. At that time, the ancient barbarous race among which he and his followers had settled had been raised to a higher degree of civilization. Thoth was an immortal. That is, he had conquered death, only to pass when he willed, and even not through death. His vast wisdom made him ruler over various Atlantean colonies, including the ones in South and Central America. So, it's all right here. I believe this over any fucking fake story that somebody wants to lie to everybody else about. So, that being said, I'll leave it on that note. I actually had a conversation with somebody earlier about why I'm no longer speaking with family. My dad told me a couple things that made it so I just said fuck off. Probably for the better anyways. But I always knew some people were fucking lying, and I don't deal with anybody that lies. So anything that comes out of my mouth, I'm not responsible for. Which, I'm not saying it's a lie, no. I'm not responsible for it because the thing is, it could help you or it could hurt you, you know. But the thing is, the main thing is the shit that comes out of my mouth. Whatever, it's either funny or like super intelligent or just like very mystical. Some things come out just like that. It just happens. It's a curse. That's the curse. It just fucking, information flows. I have whiteouts. I don't have blackouts. I literally will just be in like a big blinding white area. I literally saw some crazy shit. One day my little girl's mom was here, and this was like when she was pregnant, and I had to like hold on to something. I almost fell over. I was readjusting blinds or something, leaning on a table, and then all of a sudden I was just out, and not out, but I was like frozen, and I couldn't see, and then all of a sudden I saw where I was at. I was like pulled. There was this big blackness. I think I was pulled to space. There was just something ginormous. It was like amazingly colored too, like as it was pushing by me, and I don't know if it was like a ship or asteroid or something like that, but it really freaked me the fuck out. It looked like a giant comet, like that was purplish and green but that was the color of the off-gassing. So, I don't know what the fuck it was. That's all I remember, mainly. But I've gone back into that before, and I didn't see anything else different. So, because you can actually go and you remember different things, and you go into meditation, those memories of what you want to, like, you know, oh, this happened, and it's not, and you can actually go back to that file, that, yeah, it's like an audio file for your brain, you know, that MP3 for your brain, or MP4, so you could actually go and replay it, and then you can go back and re-look at what's going on there. I've had to go and back and look at like 100 different things I've done, so, with just, asked why on it, so, and mainly everything was always in the best intention of the other person, and that's all I usually have anyways, but the thing is, a lot of people don't really want to hear the answers that they don't want to accept. So the thing is, I mean, like, I'll tell you fucking flat out what's really going on. I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. I got nobody to impress. I don't have a wife. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't shit. I don't need anything. I have everything I need. My needs are covered. I don't need shit. I don't even need weed. I don't need any of that shit. You know what's nice? Some honey and a really, really good green tea. Bomb tea. So, that's when you saw me go like this. I was like, because I used this fucking thing as a stir. I didn't want to leave because I was like too enamored with the wording. When this reading happens, when I turn these fucking files on, when I start listening to stuff when I'm going to sleep, I can see imagery. And the more that you're accustomed to the literature, the more these tools will come out. And as soon as you have a key, as soon as you figure out this one little part right over here, you know, on this chapter, it'll fuse itself to this other one in this other chapter, and you're just like, oh fuck, that's what that means right there. And then all of a sudden your skin starts raising up, like if you look at my skin right now. I'm not kidding. The energy just goes through me like it's fucking crazy. So, anyways, this was what I promised you guys. I am dyslexic, so please, excuse the. I had to always stop to like try to get words unjumbled. Sometimes I'll say the word backwards, or like the closest word to it. So I try not to. I've been doing it for a long time to try to, and I'll read out loud to myself, so I can hear, the jumbling from where the delay would be, because I have a delayed processor. But the thing is, I believe it is not a crutch. I never use it as a crutch. One thing that was fucking dope as fuck that I didn't realize until now, from over 100 readings of it, the Blue Litten Temple. Okay, the Blue Litten Temple. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh, that made my hat look like it was red on the fucking top up there. So the Blue Litten Temple. My whole place is blue lights, alright? It's like this. It's like fucking what I am right now when I'm walking around in my living room. I've lived in a blue temple for almost 5 fucking years. Straight. I don't use regular lights unless I'm like cleaning something or fucking need a vacuum. Usually I have the daylight, I clean during the day and whatever. So I use candles and battery powered lights. So, or what I have out there that's wrapped my living room and my kitchen. You guys have seen it in some of my other streams. My living room and kitchen are lined with blue Christmas lights all the way around. I haven't changed them. I need to do new ones. But anyways, I'll be back in about an hour and a half, maybe before 11. Because we need to get her fed. We have a fully fucking phone. There you go. A fully charged phone. I almost just said, we have a fully phone. Missed the charged word. The fully charged word. Phone. We have 95%. We'll be right back. So, the thing is, I will go into explaining these. I will go and discuss the different chapters, and I'll elaborate on a few things. But if you guys heard the warning in the Secret of Secrets, it can backfire really bad. So just take that as fair warning. If you're a very loving person, you're fucking perfect. Don't worry about it. If you live your life fucking as a sweetheart and shit, I mean, like, doing good things for other people that you don't even know. It says, live your life with more purpose. Do more than what is commanded of you. That means be in service to others always, no matter what it is. I don't mean like sex working, shit like that. I mean like just being there for them. That's all it takes to change the world, is somebody to care and love. And it says it in the fucking tablets. Like, I mean, I should do a stream with fucking my audiobook. With the Tao Te Ching. The Tao Te Ching is the fucking shit. I listen to that stuff too. What are you doing, you little turd? You have a good sleep? Come here. Hi, princess. Do you have a good sleepy? Huh? She's a happy girl. Hi. Are you tired still? Yeah. Okay, you want to say hello? Say hello. Go like this. Go hi. You going like this? She's going like this on stuff. Do. You're so cute. You want to get some nummies? My baby hungry? Num-nums? Yes. Let's go. Ready? Let's go. Come on. She said, come on. Alright, guys. I'll be back. I gotta do, like, 2 other fucking rebuilds, I think. We did Tea Party. Yeah, I need to do 2. I need to do, probably just Hope Valley. And then you get some parts. Love it, baby. Oh! And Blackmire. So we'll be back to do that. And, do our Death High. I might do Death High at Reset. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that at Reset. We're at the low levels. This is just starting. Also, check it out. XCal ain't got fucking this. But he also has no knowledge of this. None. You couldn't fucking do Vortex math. Like, subscribe my shit. Support my channel. Fuck XCal. And fuck the devs if they don't fucking like my shit. I don't even care. You don't pay me shit. I pay my own fucking way. There you go, fucking NetEase developers. Here's for everything you fucking have been fucking me off on. I've already given you like $7,000 fucking dollars, you pieces of shit. And what? Like, you can't even fucking give me... My streams are longer than everybody else's. And I do more. People go and raid and shoot and do PvP. I do all the PvE shit and do all the other fucking quests and maps and shit like that and fucking open everything. Yeah. You ready? You ready to go? Oh, no, you can't have that. That's not for you. She just saw this, my little circle. Oh, your boy, baby. Hi, Chucky. Hi, Chucky. Hi, Chucky. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, yeah. I think it'll be 10:30-ish. I'm going to give her something to eat. And then we're going to do bath time. And then I'm going to read her a book. And then it's Snuggle Bunny. And then snuggle, little snuggle buddy. Oh my gosh. Jeez, Wade, awesome. All right. It's on to get the dinner on. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. And tell X-Cali's a bitch. I'm just kidding. Even I have my vices, and being a dick to that guy, because he's an asshole. Ready? Let's go! Go! Alright, love you guys. I'll see you in a bit. I think maybe Sunday we can do. I can do Monday. I'll do Monday, Tuesday, and like we go over the first tablet and then go over the second one, because there's gonna be a lot of shit that's on each one. So. Oh, I didn't see everybody. Sorry, I can't come my regular. Oh no. Alright. So, hey everybody. More to come, and Death Hab will be soon. Anyways, yeah, this is just some of my little enlightenment shit. So, hit like, subscribe, all that shit. Love you guys.